At California Psychics, we know that sometimes you can wake up thinking,
I don't know if I'm in the right career. Or the right relationship.
But whatever your life dilemma, at California Psychics, we'll give you the guidance you need to feel certain about your life choices. And because we only connect you with the very best, we guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. California Psychics. Call 1-800-PREDICT today and get 20 minutes for just $20.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, when you go on vacation, the goal usually is just to relax. That doesn't always mean that things work out that way. For example, passengers aboard the Celebrity Infinity cruise ship. Well, part of the ship burst into flames, resulting in a total blackout. No lights, no air conditioning, no food service, no communications. Now, I know that sucks, but if the ship is not sinking or being boarded by Somali pirates, I chalk that up to an inconvenience, not exactly an emergency. On the other hand, last week at the Denver International Airport, located only 7,000 miles away from Denver, passengers evacuated an American Airlines jet. The problem? Well, it was on fire. Now, the plane was gathering speed on the runway for takeoff before passengers heard a loud bang, before somebody screamed, "Fire," which is always awesome to scream on a plane. Now, sure, all 173 passengers got out via the emergency slides, but that is an adrenaline-filled, butt-puckering moment. So, given the choice of being trapped on a powerless cruise ship for days versus fleeing a burning plane for only a few minutes, I'm taking the cruise ship. But that's just me, because there's no adrenaline dump. I do not think I'm going to die. I think I'm going to be inconvenienced. A plane that is on fire, like I said, it's only a few minutes, but those are a bad few minutes. So if I had one choice, I'm taking a cruise ship. But that's just me. And today, that's what we're doing. It is the random Would You Rather question brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration. You call us. We'll give you a completely hypothetical situation. You tell us your decision. And while there's no right answers, we will tell you why you're wrong.
To be a part of the big show, the random Would You Rather question, call 206-803-ROCK. Like KISW on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's one for you, one for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission to build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
All the calls, away we go. Welcome to the 20th anniversary season, episode number 4,363. What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. The exciting return of Who Sucks Less. Steve, I don't know how you do it. Each and every week you find bad people doing bad things in the news. You bring us 3 stories. It is up to us to determine out of the 3 which one sucks the least. How are we looking this week on Who Sucks Less?
Oh, people doing what they do, but it is summertime, man. A lot of people are flying, and we know the slogan, fly the friendly skies. I'm going to say people are flying the friendly skies today.
Oh, a little too friendly.
I don't know about
Like
that.
Philly-Yankee baseball game friendly?
In some cases, that friendly.
Oh, really?
But even
Okay.
more involved, I would say. But I will say this is a great time to fly.
Okay.
Great time to fly.
Who Sucks Less is coming up at 4:30. And today is the day that we do our random Would You Rather question, 206-803-ROCK. I'm going to start with one for you guys. That way you guys can get an idea how this thing works. So, all right. Let's just say that you have a partner in crime, a new partner, right? Mm-hmm. Would you rather be with a slow talker, a slow walker, or a slow eater? Those are the options.
For me, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer.
Me as well.
The slow eater.
I'm going slow eater.
Slow eater
Yes.
every time.
Slow eater.
Absolutely.
Because I'm with one.
You're with
are
a
you?
slow eater?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'm a very slow eater. So for me, this is perfect.
Doggone it.
Yes. I love it. I just
What's
like
wrong with you people?
Well, I don't, look, it's not a race. So for me, like, a
Do you
mealtime.
I think it depends on the meal, though. Like, if it's the weekend and I've made breakfast, for some reason, that gets eaten pretty quickly.
But I feel like, especially if it's hot.
Yeah.
Like eggs cool down quickly and all that kind of thing. So I do tend to shovel those down. I've slowed down only because I'm getting older and you have more indigestion issues.
I chew more.
But yeah, I definitely chew more. I've
That's
learned
one
that
thing.
lesson.
That's one thing, man.
But I honestly eat slow. My daughter eats extremely slowly. So after 14 years, I think I've just learned to deal with it. But in no way is she going to out-eat anyone in any capacity. It's ridiculous.
The good news is, when you have kids and they order their remedial food item, chicken
tenders.
strips and
Yes.
French fries, you go, hey, you can bring those out with the appetizers. You can bring those out first.
Absolutely.
You can bring that out. If you want to go back there and they got an extra one sitting in the window, just take it.
But the problem
she'll start
is
eating it.
when you order something like pizza and they bring the pizza out at the same time. And like I said, my daughter has a very odd way of eating it. But even in her odd methodology, she's still very slow about the process of eating. So if we could say like 2 medium or 2 large pizzas, everyone else has put down about 4 slices, right? You are full.
Yep.
There's no more. She's on slice 1, about halfway done, but she wants 2. So inevitably, it's like, listen, baby, seriously, man, like we're taking the rest home. She's like, can I have one more piece? I'm like, not here.
Yes.
When we
But
get home,
see, that's not a bad
eat what
thing.
you want. I think it is.
Now, I would almost rather be with a slow talker than someone who takes forever, regardless of the speed of their speech, to get to their point. So if it takes you a long time to get from point A to point B, where you hear the guy that calls in, long story short, and we all go, oh, no.
You're lying.
Oh, no. It's going to take forever.
Yeah.
I'd almost rather be with a slow talker than someone who just takes forever to get to whatever point, story, whatever they're talking about.
But I think there's a difference. Like, yeah, if you have a point that you are going to make, I don't mind if you speak slowly. I'll get all the
Correct.
details.
That's it.
If you speak at a regular pace, but I'm beginning to wonder, like, does this story end? That drives me crazy.
I have a buddy. His wife's a bit of a slow talker.
Yeah.
But she makes very good points.
That's it.
But I have just, over the last year or two, I have made a conscious effort to just be like, just keep your head in the game.
Yeah, right. That's,
You know
that's
what I mean?
the
She
issue.
just,
Keep
right, because she's actually super intelligent and makes great points. But like with me and my buddies, we get going. It's like this show. It's just rapid fire. And I
Yes.
got to be like,
Yes.
Ted, shut up.
Yeah, slow
Let
down.
her talk.
Now,
And that's the thing. If you know a point is going to be made, it's like listening to a political speech, right? Most of them are not going to rapid fire. If they're doing a speech for you to hear, they all slow down and speak like this, but they are going to make a point, whether you agree with the point or not. And I do appreciate that. But there's other people, they speak slowly, and there's no point, and it drives me up a wall. And I feel like I don't know people like that, But when I go to the bar, which I do frequently, every once in a while you get engaged in a conversation with someone, and you realize, like, oh my God, it's going to take 20 minutes for them
Now,
even to get to the point,
look,
and they're speaking
we are in the communication business. Our job is to communicate, whether it's good or bad, whatever the deal is. That's our job to do to you, to entertain you, all those things.
Yeah.
The whole building's that way. There are people in this building that if you want to get involved with the conversation, you might as well just sit down, take your shoes off,
unpack a lunch,
put your feet up, and seriously lay back in a chair with your hands behind your head and just listen, because you've just lost a half an hour of your life.
Mm-hmm.
And there's more of that in this room or this building than there are in my life.
Yeah.
In my life. On this floor. On this floor alone.
I heard you say in this room.
Well, no, I mean,
I'll wrap it up, dude.
Actually, we do this for a living. You know what I'm saying? But I'm serious. These other people do this for a living, too.
and it amazes me.
It's crazy that you should charge by like the half an hour. I mean, there's a guy who has a sign on his door. I won't say who it is, but it's basically counseling services.
Yeah.
The sticker on there says, all right, you just sign up. He should have a sign-up sheet. Like, these slots are taken.
Because without him offering his services, people will spend 25 minutes not talking
on the
about
phone,
work.
Even not even in person. I mean, it's the damnedest thing in the world. My biggest pet peeve on this one, though, is the slow walker. And I realize that people get older.
It's not a race, Miles.
Look, my dad and his girlfriend were just in town for 2 weeks. They left yesterday.
How happy were you?
Well, they were fine. It was just to get anywhere. Because they could be listening. To get anywhere. All right? It would take... I was like, I will drop you off at the front door of wherever we are going. I mean, at a drive-through.
Because you're going to park the car and still get through the door before they
at the same time.
Yes, we started to walk someplace for dinner. We walked about 100 yards. I said, turn this us around. I'm driving.
Right.
And the reason we're going to walk is it's not Uberable. It's too short.
You.
It's too short of a way. Also, there's not guaranteed or a lot of parking in this area. I figured we would walk there.
So did you drop them off and then park your car back at your house?
I could have. Okay. No, I ended up driving. I did find a spot. But the whole idea was I just can't wait for this.
Yeah.
And the worst is, I don't know how I do this. Every time in the grocery store, I get behind that slow person. I mean, just really slow. And then I find a way to get around them. Mm-hmm. And then I go to the next aisle. Somehow they're in front of me again.
Yes.
It's like they just appear. I'm like, how did you just jump the aisle?
You have not been moving fast,
Right,
but suddenly
you're in front of me again. Like, how did this happen? And I think
that's the only place I don't mind.
Well, you treat a grocery store like a museum. And you're the one person I know where,
take your time. I'm in no hurry.
Because you look at stuff that you have no intention of buying. Like
a
lot of people
picking up melons.
But a lot of people grab stuff and they're debating what they need this or want this or can afford this or whatever it is. And it's understood that that's what they're doing. As we're Ted, we'll investigate all the food. Like, there's no chance I'm buying this. But
might be a future buy.
It could be.
It's like,
you're setting it up like a date.
Well, it's like Mike and I were talking about last week, right? I don't know why, but when I go to the airport, I got to go put eyes on the gate, then I can go get food or a drink.
Sure.
Same thing.
What if it's at the end gate?
You got to get out
Do you
there.
get on the train to get back on the train?
No. I'll
just go to the bar.
I'll find a spot out there.
Oh, that's
Same thing at the grocery store. Like, it might be an ice cream sandwich. We can't be eating that on a Wednesday night. Let's scout it out. See what's there for Saturday.
Now, the one time, my daughter does not necessarily walk slow. All right? I mean, she does not. She's built like me. She's got long legs. So even when you walk slow, you're gaining ground. And I should be super appreciative of this. If you go to a museum or go to the zoo, like, people look at animals for a second, you move on to the next thing. If you go to the museum, you look at something for a second, you move on to the next thing. To my daughter's credit, although, man, it is long. But no, to her credit, man, because she absorbs everything. We went to the Natural History Museum in Washington, D.C. This is like the premier one.
Awesome.
It is phenomenal. Even if you don't think you're interested, you would be interested. She's just more interested. So what we realized after being there for about 20 minutes.
She's reading all the stuff.
Every single one, right? So, and granted, it's just a plaque. It's like the size of an index card. That's the important thing going to give you, right? It's not a novel, but when there's that many displays, we realize, like, oh my God, she's on maybe the 5th display. We have seen about half of the entire first floor. And you circle back and find her. She's now moving on to the 6th one, but she stands there, reads each and every frickin' plate. We took her to the National Zoo. Had a bunch of family, went to the zoo, having a good time. Everyone else has left us in the dust. I told my wife, I said, I will stay with her because each and every cage we go to, I'm like, look, you know this is a lion. You can look at it and identify.
That's a lion.
But you're still going to read the thing that it says about the lion.
King of the jungle.
Somebody put effort to put all that on there,
And
and
look,
by God, she is going to read
If
it.
you're the person that puts the effort into the info plaques at any museum or any zoo or anything like that, don't think that your effort is wasted. My daughter reads each and every one. And like I said, I love the fact that she wants to know and she retains it all. And trust me, you spend an entire 6-hour plane ride with her regurgitating everything she learned about chimpanzees that went extinct 1,500 years ago and why they're different than the chimpanzees now.
Can I ask a homework
Just real
question?
quick.
What?
Did you see the cheetahs at the National Zoo?
I don't recall. Maybe.
All right, because the cheetah thing takes a while. Then at the end of it, you like spin a wheel to see if the cheetah ate you.
Oh, okay. No.
Whoa.
Did not do
Okay.
that. Did
All
not
right,
do
so
that.
here's the question. The lion is the king of the jungle
Even though it lives not in the jungle.
in a safari. Why is it called the king of the jungle?
I don't know.
Shouldn't a tiger be the king of the jungle?
Tiger
Because
is the king of the
lives
jungle.
in a jungle.
Yeah.
The lion does not. So how did it earn that? That's like me being the king of the icebergs.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. I've never seen one.
Well, I mean, I think it's a miss. The title is wrong,
It absolutely is.
That's what I'm saying.
right? Like, is it one of the royal family, the Prince of Wales?
And they're not.
They don't live in Wales.
They don't live in
Well, they
Wales.
just assigned it to him.
Right.
Right.
Like,
So,
hey, this is
so
yours.
some idiot just
It's like
went,
a-
oh, he's the king of the jungle. Probably saw one of them and just was like, I don't know, it's a big cat. Called the
Jungle
king of the
So
Man.
wait a minute, you guys are telling me that song "The Lion Sleeps Tonight," the Mighty Jungle, that's not where the lion sleeps.
No,
that
that
song's
sleeps in
been
a
a
safari.
lie this
Well,
entire
no,
time.
I can't say that.
Exactly.
I don't know where lions sleep, but when they are awake, they are not in the
Just takes
jungle.
a bus to the
Maybe
jungle.
they fly back to the jungle. It's like the crows go to Bothell or whatever the hell it is. I don't know.
Like when Africa sings about the rains down in Africa.
Yeah.
And the guy says he misses them. No one misses the rains in Africa. It's monsoon season. It's flash flooding.
Also-
my daughter lives there. She was in knee-high water. No one misses the rains there. They need the water, but when it rains, it's devastating.
And also, he's never been.
It's devastating.
He even said, "Oh, dude, I've never been there. I just wrote a song.
Why you
I did
blessing
some
the
ground
rain?
is, the ground is so hard it doesn't absorb the water.
Yeah.
So it just rushes. Heavy rain, not going to go in the ground. We saw what happened in Texas. It's awful. So that's what
Right.
the rain is like in Africa. Honest to God. So no one misses the rains in Africa. They're like,
very
holy
cleansing.
crap.
No, but he
holy
does.
crap, it's coming. You know what I mean? Like, hold on to your kids.
Right.
They have life vests in the village. Did you know that?
Well, no, I did not know that.
Yes,
Why would I know that? Why
They
would
do,
I
they
know
do,
that
they
African
do.
villages have life vests?
They do.
I'm sure my daughter
Yeah.
knows
Like-
because she read it somewhere.
They do. I
So
mean,
Thrill should know it. All right, Miles.
yeah, they do.
You're making me self-conscious because when
What?
I was a kid, I think it was like I was in 8th grade or something like that. No, 6th grade. Went to Washington D.C. My favorite place that we
Sure.
went to was the Lincoln Memorial.
Yeah.
I sat there because they've got the Gettysburg Address up there. I read the entire doggone thing, and there was even a picture of me taking it.
Sure, take you that long. It's a 3-minute speech.
That's the thing.
I was reading the plaque.
He literally delivered a
It's in
3-minute speech,
It's
man.
in really big words.
It's not an
man.
address.
Well,
It's a-
I was
it's a-
in
it's
6th
a-
grade.
It's a briefing.
And I did not mind her read. Like she
Four
read.
scored 7 years ago?
Yeah.
She read all of that, and I was cool with that because it meant something to her. I'll tell you my biggest fear with her, and I wish I was making this up. Luckily, this did not come to pass. But the one thing we wanted to do was take them to the Vietnam Memorial, all right? Because my son's middle name is a name of an uncle he'll never know because that guy died in Vietnam. So we wanted to find his name and let my son try, and it hit him. You know, he really understood. And when they looked at this wall and saw the names, my son even asked me, "This is all the people that died in all the wars?" I said, "This is all the people that died in Vietnam." And you could see that it had this impact on the kids, which is the point. But my wife and I are like, do you think she's going to read every
name?
Because
Did
it
she?
wouldn't. No, it would not be past her to do that. You know, if I said, "Hey, man, there's 57,000 names on this wall," whatever it is, she might take the time to actually read 57,000. Which
Give
look,
respect to each and
which should
every
be
one, man.
the greatest honor anyone could have. But it's like, hey, man. Time is money, and it's about 98 degrees outside. You know what I mean? So let's find.
Where's Hill over here? There we go.
Yeah,
Are they
that
in
was-
alphabetical order? I feel insensitive
It
after
is
that.
not in alphabetical order, but what they have is if there's a family member of yours or a friend or whoever that passed, what you can do, they kind of have a chart
Okay.
that'll say if you died like in this year, it'll look on this part of the wall, and you can find a name. It is a very powerful thing, but I was so worried she was going to read every single name on the wall.
It's kind of like Arlington. Like if you ever go to Arlington National Cemetery, it's set up in like sections and this and that.
Yeah.
And then there's other ways so you can find specific stuff. But
if you
like
just had
they
to
both-
look for a name on that wall and they didn't give you dude, it would take you a month.
Yeah.
Right. Same thing with Arlington. I mean, that's one of the things. It all looks the same.
It looks exactly
It's like
the
after
same
my
way.
dad's service, we found Looney's tombstone, but like you got to know where you're looking.
How long did it take you to find it?
Longer than I'd like to admit.
Okay. Yeah.
The guy kept giving me specific directions. I'm just like, understood.
But again, it's like giving directions to someone standing in the middle of the forest. And because, again, when you look at Arlington, everything looks identical. So it's hard to get a gauge of where
Take
you
a left
are.
after the third one over there.
Right. That ain't helping.
No.
Hello, Jared. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Jared, welcome to the program and the random Would You Rather question. All right, Jared, would you rather have a job where you are outside the entire time, or a job where you work inside all day?
Oh, definitely a job where I'm outside. I actually left my desk job for that exact reason. So I was working a desk job, and then I went and became an electrician so I could work with my hands.
All right, but you are inside every once in a while.
Every once in a while, sure.
Yeah. I'm talking about just being outside all the time. I don't know what that job is.
I mean, lumberjack or
maybe
roofer,
maybe,
something like that.
Maybe you load baggage onto aircraft.
Yeah.
Or whatever the deal is, but you're outside. So whatever the weather is, you're involved in it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I love the physicality, so still take the outside job.
Yeah.
You're right. Typically, if you work outdoors, it's more physical. I will say I could do an outdoor job year-round in Seattle because it never gets that cold or that hot. And if it does, it doesn't last long.
Correct.
Maybe you get wet, but so the hell what, right? But, man, some places...
Well, let's assume it's in Seattle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I could do that. Yeah.
There is something, like, when I was a landscaper, there's something fulfilling, too, about, like, we made those lawns look good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, like, you see the pattern in it and stuff. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels different than doing other
There's a sense
jobs.
of accomplishment.
Correct.
That you can see.
And some of those days were so hot and humid and
It
sucked.
is so gross.
But, man, when you knocked off, it felt almost better
Well, the
getting
beer
off,
tastes
too.
better.
Yeah.
Like everything tastes better. The food tastes better.
You know, one thing I noticed
everything.
when we flew to Florida, right? We could not believe how fast baggage showed up in baggage claim because Seattle's notoriously terrible at it. And a friend of ours who'd flown out there with us for this volleyball tournament explained it. They said, if you go somewhere that is super cold or super hot, you get your baggage faster because those guys want to get back inside as fast as possible. And this guy explained he landed in like Chicago or something, but he's like, it's like negative 10 degrees outside. He's like, by the time you got to baggage claim, your bags were coming. Because he said those guys hustled, got
Get me
everything
out
off
of
that.
here.
Yeah.
Get me out of here.
And I was like, that's a good point. Seattle, always temperate. They're like, nah.
Also, I asked you off the air, but shout out to the TSA in Orlando. I don't know if it's the Disney effect,
I think it's how many people they
but
deal
they
with.
are so nice and efficient. Like, it's completely different than TSA you've ever experienced.
Yeah, it really is.
Raise me ask, would you rather have a job where you're outside or inside all day? According to a new poll, Americans spend nearly half of their entire day online.
Jesus.
Between work, jobs and tasks, entertainment and socials. Here's how that breaks down. The average American spends more than 10 hours a day online. 5.5 of those hours are spent on work stuff. Emails, paying bills, browsing, gaming, and looking at social media. And they spend another 5 hours streaming entertainment, watching movies, shows, and videos. 55% of them use their TV to stream content. 25% use computers and tablets to watch. 20% use their phone. Again, half of Americans spend half of their entire day online.
But a lot of it's voluntary, man. I've been taking the light rail the last couple of weeks because traffic's so effed up on 5, right? No big deal.
Yeah.
But when I look around every day, I would say 99% of people face down on their phones. And that's waiting at the station, when they're physically walking on the train. Like, they don't look up. They're still looking down on their phone. For 1 second, they scan for a seat. They find it, sit down, right back on their phone. Everybody.
That's what drives me nuts about kids in the car as far as when you're in parks, places that have a view.
And they're looking at their phone.
They're on their phone like, hey, guys, there's a herd of elk over there. Look. And they go,
Cool. I can see that online.
Yeah.
Here's a video of an elk.
driving on 101 in Oregon with my kids. Guys, look over there, man. Look at that view. Look at that. Yeah. No, see, look at that. Look at that big rock in the middle of the water. Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
They don't care.
Yeah.
Cool, Dad.
Thanks.
Cool,
Thanks,
nerd.
Thanks for bringing us here. More of the random Would You Rather question coming up 206-803 Rock.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Jet & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Jet & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at jedblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Jet & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Random Would You Rather question. I'll give you guys one before you head to the phones.
All right.
Blue Angels, I believe, arrived in town today.
And then they'll start, flying around tomorrow?
Practice, I believe they
practice.
2 of them.
2 practices tomorrow, and then I think they do the show on Friday, Saturday,
is
Sunday.
It 11-1 or 11-2, something like that?
That's why James, God. Allen Iverson is not a Blue Angel. Practice. Yep. I don't need practice.
Well, the train's always different. Plus, they want to fly around the mountain, do their thing. I think they like coming out here.
Oh, dude, the view is good. Do you know, in all of the years that I've lived here, and the ridiculous number of flights I've been on, only one time have I come back where you can see Rainier. Once.
Really?
Yeah. And look, I know we can see it every day in the summer. It's not that. But to see it from above, and look, I've seen it for 20 years, and it's only maybe 2 years ago. They were like, hey, if you look out your left window, and I was still in awe of it. And I'm thinking, what flights do I need to get on to see freaking Mount Rainier from the plane, man?
One's going south to California.
That is crazy. It's generally it's above the clouds, so you should see it.
Yeah, should. I don't know what it is about our flight path. Yeah. Just one time.
You know, the rest of the country, it's so humid that the sky itself looks like there are forest fires.
Yeah.
Okay, there are. They come from Canada. They can smell them now, and they're bitching.
Yeah.
We get them out here, but we do have the bluest, clearest skies
of
any place I've ever been in America, other than maybe San Diego. And they get hazy too. Don't get me wrong.
They do, but
when you look at the sun in D.C., it's a hazy thing. You can't make out the outline of it. You can't really see it.
It's humidity and smog, man. You're right.
It's orange. It looks like Capricorn 1.
I will say this: the sunsets in polluted areas, absolutely beautiful. Seriously, man, the colors it gives off, you're like, man, that is gorgeous. It's all pollution, but it's beautiful.
Here's the would you rather. Would you rather be a pilot with the Blue Angels?
Yes.
Or fly your own private jet?
Ooh.
Now,
I'm taking the jet.
You get the status with the Blue Angels. Anywhere they go, the rock stars.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's their job. That's their only job. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure. I don't think they work at Trader Joe's on the weekend.
Right.
This is their job. Period.
Correct.
If they do 10 shows a year, that's it.
You know what? I'm with Mike. I think I'm going to take my private jet because it speaks to, obviously, I'm doing well in the background.
Right.
Whether anyone knows, well, that's the thing. I think knowing my own proclivities, if I own my own private jet, I don't want to be known.
No, you're going to fly it.
There's nothing.
That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
You fly.
Yeah.
So you might get in it, but you're not going to the back.
To me, the obvious answer is the Blues, except for the fact you got to remember, you got to do boot camp and years of the service before you get to be the pilot of a Blue Angel.
And they have to carry themselves a certain, even if they're out in public, right? Just the fact, if you recognize that they are a Blue Angel, they still have to uphold, a certain level of professionalism, where if I'm flying my own private jet, wherever it is I go, if I'm a drunken a-hole at the bar, it doesn't matter. I don't have to do anything for you. Well, you can't really report me to anybody.
Also, too, I mean, even if I picked the Blue Angels, I'd be throwing up in there. I mean, this would be like the worst.
I think once you make it there, if you're a Blue Angel, you got it.
Well,
I know that, but me personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not flying this thing upside down. I'm not doing your loop-de-loops. Just keep me in a straight line. You guys pace with me. You know,
I'll be the pace plane. You guys do your thing. Now, private jet.
I'm taking the jet.
Yeah, I'm taking not a Cessna. I want an actual jet.
I mean, back to everything else. Just I walk out on the runway. There's my plane.
Yeah.
I carry my bag over my shoulder. I get in. They tell me the green light, and I go.
How much work does that take? I mean, in the sense of, I decide I'm going to fly to San Francisco. I want to leave at 6 p.m. tonight. Like, who do I have to contact? What is the flight plan? Right? It's not like you just roll out to your plane and take off like you do with your car. I mean, you deal with the FAA, let them know your flight plan.
Oprah used to do that. That's how she got her Azels.
Because she's a billionaire.
She would have. They did not put that on a like a FedEx.
Right.
They came out and got it, and then flew it back fast.
Correct, but Thrill's right. You still got to check in because you can't just be in the airspace.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just wondering.
Well,
it's not the end of the world, but just how much notice do you have to give them that this is your plan? In other words,
depends on where you keep your plane.
Yeah, true.
I mean, you can keep it at the Gig Harbor Airport and just walk up and go, "Hey, John, I'm out."
Right.
Or you could be in a bigger airport, I guess.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be a pilot. It's one thing to own a plane. It's another thing to be a pilot that owns your private jet. And they must have different speed regulations. Because, like I said, I knew a guy that flew private jets for people with money. And he was just like, look, if the typical commercial airliner goes like 440, 480 miles an hour on average, they can go faster. That's how they, quote unquote, make up time. But he's like, yeah, bro, look, man, we flew from New York to Seattle in 3.5 to 4 hours. And I'm almost like, why does it take us so long? He's like, because you're on a commercial plane.
Saving fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and plane travel, Miles is right. To save fuel, they have slowed down over the years. They take different flights.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking at the current roster of these Blue Angels. My guy in the slot, Wes Trash Perkins.
Trash Perkins.
Trash. All right.
That's his call name.
Do they all have nicknames?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, man.
I think it's technically a call sign.
A call sign.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's trash. All right. How do you
He's
think
trash.
you earn that?
That's what I want to know. Like,
Does he
why do
drink
they
a
call
lot?
you
You probably
trash?
ate a half a donut out of the trash can.
Yeah, or is his cockpit dirty? You know what I'm saying? All right. What else you got?
You have the flight leader, commanding officer. That's going to be Adam Gilligan Bryan.
Gilligan.
Gilligan.
He gets lost a lot. All right.
It's not good if he's the leader.
3 hour tore my ass.
Right wing, you have Jack Rico, whatever his last name is.
Still throwing a football. All right.
I like Rico.
What's his last name? Kelly?
Keity.
Guilty.
Let's see.
I'd have
Left
been
wing.
guilty.
You have Brandon Wobbly Wilkins.
Wobbly. That's the pilot I want.
The wobbler.
Yeah, he's out of the left wing.
Whoa.
All right. Then in the slot, you got our guy Trash. Lead solo, you have Thomas Franz Zimmerman.
Ooh. Franz?
Probably Franz.
Oh, man. Either way. All right.
Opposing solo, you got Connor Buddy O'Donnell.
All right, buddy.
And then the narrator, of course, is Scott Goldilocks.
Goldilocks.
L-A-U-X.
Awesome.
Locks?
Loose? I don't know.
Close enough. They call him
Goldilocks.
Goldie.
All right. What would the call sign be, Ted?
Squirrel.
Squirrel?
He's a little nutty when he's in the sky.
Okay, I dig it.
So I want to say tomorrow, it's like, I know they have 2 practices. One is like 11, I think.
Yes.
The other one's probably around 2 o'clock or whatever. Well, the thing is that you will see traffic stopped out in front of 5th. And you'll be like, what is going on? And then this whole police escort will come down the middle of 5th, even on the practice runs.
Correct.
They get a police escort.
Well, they stay right around the
down
corner.
to Boeing.
Ah, okay.
So even if it's Seafair, whatever the deal is, if you're wondering, like, why am I being stopped in traffic right now downtown? They're policing those guys down.
Also, a word to the wise that happened to me last year in that earlier practice, like 11:30. Just be very careful looking up in traffic.
Yes.
I definitely almost rear-ended somebody.
And look, we will be distracted for the first part of the show tomorrow because we look at I-5. That's part of their flight path, man. And every time they go by, we turn into little children again. Like, and we're all pointing out the window like kids.
You could have emergency vehicles going by our building. We rarely hear them where we are. The 2 things that we hear are the Blue Angels and the dude with a thumb and bass on I-5.
Yeah, no kidding.
Sometimes you just hear them.
And once in a while, because of the medical vac, not the regular ones, but one of those Blackhawks will cruise up here, and you hear that.
Yeah, you can't hear that. Yep.
Random.
Hello, Raymond. Welcome to the men's room.
Marijuana and madam.
Hola.
Raymond, welcome to the program. The random Would You Rather question. Let's go with this one. Raymond, would you rather be stranded on a cruise ship or escape a burning airplane?
Oh, man.
Did you see?
Ship, I think, because I can swim.
Well, did you see the video of the plane the other day?
I did not.
So the plane was taking off. They're about to launch off there.
Yeah. I did see that.
And everybody's out in a couple of minutes. I understand. But the plane is on fire. Where the cruise ship, like, I know you're stuck and I know it's inconvenient. But again, just my position of things is this is not an emergency. This is an inconvenience. I can deal with an inconvenience. Emergencies, like most people, do not enjoy them.
Right. Also, on that plane, people were stopping to get their bags out. Like they were.
Are you kidding?
No. Did you see that video? That the stewardess is like, "Get the F off the airplane." They're like, "Hold on." Jumping the bin, grabbing her stuff. She's like, "Come on."
On cruise ships, you got like the pools, and you just lounge on the deck while you're stranded there.
Well, I hear what you're saying, but one thing to keep in mind, right? So the cruise ship has however many thousands of passengers, and essentially when you design these things, you make the assumption that at no point is every passenger going to be on the deck. It's not built to accommodate that, right? But when something goes wrong and the air conditioning goes out and all these other things going on, obviously the deck is where you want to be.
Poop cruise.
Yeah, poop cruise. They could barely fit because, again...
Point taken.
Yeah, but still, I'm taking that 10 times over the
Do they really
plane.
have enough lifeboats on that cruise ship?
They might.
I mean, when you walk by, do you see them?
You do see them, and you're briefed
Are they
on-
big?
They're big enough. And when you get on a cruise, typically before the thing takes off, everyone's called down to this common areas kind of per deck. And on that deck, they will explain to you that in case of an emergency, this is where you go to get on this particular lifeboat or the 2 or 3 that are there. But again, I maintain these cruise ships are neither sinking nor are they being boarded by Somali pirates. So it sucks, but you don't feel like you're in danger. Where the burning plane only takes a few minutes, but you're in imminent danger. Because it has all that
also
fuel.
for you, Thrill, there's alcohol on the boat.
Well, I don't know if you watched the documentary Poop Cruise. It's worth watching. It's only an hour of your time. But one of the things they did, because this boat was stranded for a couple of days, obviously the passengers are getting restless. Same thing, no power, toilets are overflowing, etc. So the cruise director said, you know what? Why don't we just open up the bar for everyone, at least for the adults, to kind of burn off some steam? That was one of the worst mistakes they made. As these people, because they're handing it out for free, they can't really exchange money. There's no way to do it. People got absolutely effed up. And now everyone started fighting. And they're like drunk people fight, hundreds of them everywhere.
Well, did you know what happened to the plane in Denver? So they're starting to take off. They're starting to fire up the engines. So they're moving pretty good. And then there is a huge explosion.
Right.
That is heard. Then strong vibrations in the aircraft. The plane stops. Then a huge piece of debris is seen rolling from underneath the plane and off the side of the runway.
Right.
So something flies off. And then the smoke and then the flames. So one video, that's not good. Look, and you see something, maybe one of the wheels, rolling off of the airplane. Someone then screamed fire. So they opened up the emergency doors and we slid down those inflatable slides. Multiple people are trying to run away from the plane.
Yeah.
You see like 3 or 4 people just absolutely eat it on the runway.
Yeah. And that's the difference because of the fuel on the plane. It's like, right, I got off the plane, but your fear, obviously, it's going to explode.
Right.
And like I said, that whole thing only lasted a few minutes. So in the scheme of things, it's a quick one and done, you're out of there. But I would think your fear level is through the roof. We're on the cruise ship. There's no fear. It's just annoyance, right? They say, hey, man, we don't have power. We're stranded at sea. And you're like, F. But nothing's happening. You're not drifting out to sea. No one's being eaten by sharks. Yeah. It's not sinking. It sucks.
Even Poop Cruise, they all made it back.
Every single one of them.
So did everybody in the burning airplane. Thank God. I mean, for that.
But I feel like they give different interviews. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The people on the Poop Cruise are like, oh, my God, it was so bad, it sucked, blah, blah, blah. And they have a bit of a story. People getting off the plane were like, I was terrified for my effing life. I'm like, okay. Which reminds me, this is when I learned one thing about journalism. Years ago, there was a flight from either Hawaii to like San Francisco or vice versa. But anyway, upon landing, the top of the plane ripped off. So these people are essentially in a convertible that is a jetliner is going to Hawaii. All right, so the plane lands. One of the flight attendants got sucked out and disappears. Yeah, right, because everyone else is belted in, but the hair's all crazy. So it shows these people getting off the plane, and there's a bunch of reporters waiting for them. And I remember this reporter asked one of the people, it's a dude with a mustache. That's all I remember. And he looks disheveled, right? And the reporter asked, were you frightened? And the guy just looked at the reporter, just shook his head and walked away. And I said to my father, why would you ask that dumbass question? He goes, it is a dumb question, but they can't just quote people. He goes, you still have to ask. Otherwise, you're putting words in people's mouth. I was like, okay. But he was scared. But I was like, no, I know that. But
did it hurt when you were stabbed?
Right. I mean, exactly. Like, you still have to ask the question, even when it's that stupid. Hello, Brock. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola. Brock, welcome to the program. Random Would You Rather question. Let's go with this one. Brock, you go out of town, all right? You're going to spend the night in a hotel. Would you rather stay at the worst-rated hotel in town or eat dinner at the worst-rated restaurant?
I think that one's kind of easy because I would just get really drunk at the food place. So
what if you got sick?
Shoot.
See, that's my
did have that happen to me on vacation in Hawaii coming back.
What happened?
The flu. Second day there, and the whole week I was pissing and everything was coming out my mouth and out my back end, and it was.
You got food poisoning.
Yeah, well, no, I think it was the flu because it lasted for like 5 days. It got to the point where we were coming back from Hawaii, and I wanted to take a separate flight because I was afraid I was going to poop my pants on the way back.
But what kind of separate flight? Either you're among people you know, right? I assume travel with family or friends, or you're around strangers. And look, this is just me because this is another would you rather. Would you rather, if you're going to poop yourself on a plane, would you rather be among all strangers? You're flying solo because look, there's still 172 other people.
I think maybe just separate flights so you could get more time on the ground in Hawaii.
Yeah. I was sending the wife home with the kids, so I didn't have to deal with it. I was going to stay another day, but actually on the plane though, it happened where I had to go to the bathroom, and it was right after. Sure enough, they started the food, the carts going up and down, and I go to my ex-wife now, hey, I got to go. And I jump up, and then I sit back down, and she goes, what's up? And I look both ways, and I can't go anywhere. I had to wait till they came by me. And then they stopped right behind me and took forever, and it's like, oh, my God, please go by me. And then sure enough, the whole trip, there was a group of the Hawaii volleyball team, the ladies, they were all around the bathroom that I kept going to every other 10 minutes.
I think I'm taking the worst hotel. I have stayed in some seedy places. As long as you just get in that room and lock that door, chances are it's not going to be that bad. You're going to look around and go, wow, man. But
between Spokane, Washington, and Frederick, Maryland, I'm pretty sure I stayed in the worst hotels in those towns.
Yeah. Once you go to sleep, you're asleep. For the most.
The one in Spokane, I locked the door. I put a chair in front of it. Later, the next day, we're out there. This guy comes by and he goes, "Did you see this car?" And we go, "No, why?" He's like, "Somebody just stole it."
Actually, when we just in Orlando for this volleyball tournament, one of our friends got there maybe 3 or 4 hours after we did. So we're waiting for her in the lobby. Shows up with her kid. She's got an ton of bags. I said, "Hey, man, I'll help you take them up to the room." She's like, "Thank you so much, blah, blah, blah." We get up to her room, and when we walk in, I didn't notice. But she's like, "Does it smell funny in here to you?" And I said, "Honestly, I can't smell anything. I don't know." And she's not generally high maintenance. You know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I don't see her for about an hour and a half, which just seemed odd because her kid came down hanging out with my son. And finally, we see her, and I'm like, "What the hell have you been doing?" She's like, "Oh, I had to get a different room." I said, "What was wrong with your room?" She goes, "You remember that smell I was talking about?" I go, "Yeah." She goes, "I thought maybe I was crazy. You didn't notice anything. My son didn't notice anything. And then I kicked off my shoes, and when I stepped on the carpet, it was wet." Like, what? And she goes, "But it was wet everywhere. The whole thing."
Dude, we stayed in a hotel where there was carpet in the bathroom.
Yeah. Well, that was a motel.
Also, I did not know you needed to bring your own soap.
No, that was a
just
surprise.
Basic things. Like, you needed to bring your own towel.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have towels. I didn't have a washcloth. I didn't have soap.
I know the spot.
I drip dry in this thing, right? And I did not feel like my life was threatened or anything like that.
No.
It's just a bad motel, that's all. But it's the best this place can do. To be honest with you,
it is.
There's no other options.
Yeah.
And it's nice you walk out on the balcony each morning and all the smokers are around.
I refuse to throw them under the bus because we didn't. This was paid for.
I've never had a bad
We
time
paid for
there
this.
either.
So no, me neither.
You have a good time, but it really is what it is.
But you realize, wow, man, wow. Like when I woke up the next morning, all right, the woman beside me in the hotel room, she had her window blinds wide open.
Mm-hmm.
I looked
Is this
in.
the old lady?
Well, I mean,
It's hard to
tell on age on the person.
Right.
She might have been 35. You never know. But I look in, and she's got the door open, too. And she's got the coffee pot going. And I look, and it looks like the entire thing is full of worms. And I realize that she is making top ramen in the coffee pot.
I call that genius.
Right? I do, too. But and I was like, hey, good morning. How are you? She's like, oh, good morning. But she's smoking inside her room.
Oh, I know.
I mean, she's like sitting on her bed ripping a cig, doors open, making ramen in the coffee pot. I'm taking the worst hotel because to me that's fine.
And it's a better story.
Yeah,
like you tell the story about your father's head getting covered with ants.
That's the one in Frederick.
Right, and you just go like, inevitably this is funny.
The one where the ocean came into the hotel room.
Exactly.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'm only taking it. I've eaten some bad meals just because I've stayed at worse motels.
Yeah,
getting bad food is just the worst.
Oh,
especially if it's a restaurant.
Yes.
If I go to an SE bar and the food sucks, I go, all right, that's not their main thing. But yeah, remember when we lived up there? That first time me and Throw went to that restaurant, I was just like, this is awful.
Oh, yeah.
Which one?
It was like on the corner. It's
that old diner?
Yeah.
Across from Vito's. It's not there anymore.
It's the only place, like Thrill said, he goes, I don't know how they somehow screwed up a French dip.
Right. More of the random Would You Rather question coming up, 206-803-ROCK.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
At California Psychics, we know that sometimes you can wake up thinking,
I don't know if I'm in the right career. Or the right relationship.
But whatever your life dilemma, at California Psychics, we'll give you the guidance you need to feel certain about your life choices. And because we only connect you with the very best, we guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. California Psychics. Call 1-800-PREDICT today and get 20 minutes for just $20.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Random Would You Rather question. I'll give you guys one before you hit the phones again. Let's see here. Okay. Man. I know this is ethically not correct.
Oh, no.
It's a Would You Rather.
Oh, no.
Okay. Would you rather your dog die right now?
All right.
Or some random high school kid in your neighborhood?
Oh, damn.
Oh, Jesus, dude.
I know.
Take that kid
I know.
down.
You're taking out the kid?
I'm taking out the kid. There are a bunch of jerks around there anyway. I don't care. Take them out.
Damn. This is a tough one, man.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I got to take my dog. Dog's gonna die.
Yeah.
I can't have that on my conscience.
If you know you are responsible for this decision,
yes,
I got to take the dog because it's me and my family greedy.
That's why. That's why I asked.
Even if the high school parents don't know you're responsible, to see them just like
dogs die every day, people die every day,
and then my dog's out there,
but
barking at a squirrel.
You know you're responsible.
Yeah, I'm doing the dog because look,
why are you walking your dog?
Because here's the truth, right? Inevitably, either your pet just dies or you take it to get put down. Mm-hmm. This is a decision that you accept the moment you get a dog. You hope to not get there, but like my last dog, I had to make the decision to put the dog down. She died on my lap, and it was awful. But when you get a pet, you're prepared to make that decision. Mm-hmm. When you have kids, you're not like, Dave's going to come, we're going to have to put him down. Like, it does not cross your mind. Your goal is that they outlive you, right?
Does this kid play sports? I don't know. I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'm taking a dog.
Are you kidding?
He's a 4-star football player. All right, dog.
Bunch of damn humanitarians out here.
Yeah, but you're taking the kid.
Oh, yeah.
All right, damn.
Take the kid out.
Did they suck that bad in your neighborhood?
More than my dog.
Damn, okay.
Oh, we got a big issue in my neighborhood, too.
Yeah.
We got that pool.
What if it was one of them?
Them damn teenagers. One of them took a swing at my guy, Will.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This next generation sucks, dude.
Wait, what happened? That they took a...
So, obviously, like, my complex has a pool.
Yeah.
So, there's other teenagers in the neighborhood. So, sometimes they prop the thing open. And, right, Will is, like, the head of maintenance, and he lives there. And he simply was like, hey, like, you guys don't live in this building.
Yeah.
You can't be in this pool. And I think there were some words exchanged. And I think maybe a little more firmly, he was like, hey, like, you can't be in the pool. Like, if your parents live, it's fine, but you don't live here.
Right.
And then I guess one of them, for the rumors in the building is the kids were like 15, 16, and one of them took a swing at him. Somebody else obviously had to come over, and they had to kind of, I don't know, like hold their arms down or something, because you can't fight with teenagers.
Right.
And they know that. So that's
why
what,
they take
Will's
the
not a
swing.
small man.
15, 16 years old. If you come after me, I'm knocking you out. I mean,
Right.
before I get knocked
But he's doing the right thing. Somebody else kind of helped him, and then the cops showed up. And I don't know what happened.
But
after
the
that.
difference is this. If you were 15 or 16 and you were at my place of employment, yes, I'm going to let you get away with some stuff.
Correct.
If you were at my house, I'm beating your ass to death. Yeah,
exactly.
No doubt about it, man.
Well, and like everybody agrees, like, hey, look, I get it. You're teenagers, but like once you get caught, you're caught.
Just
get
leave.
out. Just leave. It's that simple.
It could
Well,
always
they know
be
they know they're going to get out of jail. They're not going anywhere. It's like all these kids who
Right,
steal
and
the
they
cars
know-
and smash them in the pot shops.
Yeah.
They do it multiple times. They've been arrested multiple times. They go back home to your parents. What do? They go back out. They steal another Hyundai. They blow it through a pot shop. They steal all the pot. Then they get ready. They total the car in a high-speed chase, and they get out They get out that night.
Right.
I almost had to do it at the grocery store the other day, right? There's a guy, obviously, just trying to steal something, whatever. Security guard's watching him. Now he's like, oh, rah, rah, rah. But he keeps cursing. It's 6:30 at night. Like, there's kids in there and stuff. So, I mean, I was like, I should just grab them and drag them out. Because the store, I know they can't.
Yeah, they can.
So it's like,
but you can.
Yeah. And I easily could have. So I was like, do I do it? And I was like, just let it go.
Man, if I'm a security guard at one of those places, I don't understand the point of a security guard if they cannot do anything. But what I would do, hey, Ted, listen, man, here's a 20 spot. That dude over there starting to piss me off, man, but I don't want to lose my job. Can you handle this for me? I'll hook you. I'll buy you a 6-pack. Seriously, I'd be like, dude, go deal with that guy.
What do you got back there? A knife? Give it to me.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, exactly.
Hello, Andrea. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Andrea, welcome to the random Would You Rather question. Let's see what we got with you. All right. Andrea. Okay.
Do you spell Andrea like Andrea?
Yep.
Okay.
Andrea, this is a
You
weird
always
one.
get it right.
Okay.
That's only because Mike puts it phonetically. So I figure
I love it.
you have to correct
Mike's always
100% of the
looking
people that say your name.
I got you, man. I got you.
All right. Andrea, random person. Just a random person. Would you rather smell their butt, like get up in it, just breathe it in, or have that same stranger smell yours?
Ooh.
I guess I'd have them smell mine.
I agree, man.
Yeah. You're going to have the person smell your butt.
I try to keep that clean. So
You
other
try.
people, I
We
don't know.
appreciate
Yeah,
that.
well, you try. Do you have
She
the,
tried.
do you have the confidence?
A for effort, you know.
Okay. All right.
I agree with that. There was a guy, man, it's weird, and I know this is not isolated, but there was a guy in Baltimore, and I'd get on the bus. He rode the same route I did. I did not know he was going to do this, but kind of a crowded bus. He's sitting in the very back corner. There's a woman sitting next to him. She rings the bell. She gets off the bus. My man leans over and takes this big whiff of her seat, which, again, like, if that's something you do, that's cool, but typically you don't do it in public, right? And it blew my mind, and all of us on the bus kind of exchanged looks like, you saw that, right? So I bring it up when I get to school that day. I'm like, man, this brother's on the back of the bus. This woman gets up and smells the seat. Like 8 of the dudes in my class are like, oh, man, that guy, yeah, he does it every time. So apparently he just gets on the bus to smell the seat that women were sitting in. And that was his thing. And I'm like, again, I'm not here to kink shame you, brother. Like, look, everyone here masturbates. I don't do it on the bus.
Right.
You know what I mean? You might want to keep that one under wraps.
Reason we asked, would you rather smell someone's butt or have a stranger smell yours?
Why do we ask that?
There's a lot of pervy stuff that happens, and people get away with in public.
What?
Here's one that might not be on your watch list. Police in Burbank, California have arrested a serial butt sniffer. 38-year-old Khalees Crowder. He was cuffed last Tuesday after he was caught loitering in the women's department of the Nordstrom rack.
Jesus.
He was caught on security camera, awkwardly following a female customer around and inappropriately sniffing her butt.
Is there an appropriate way to do that?
He was on parole and has a documented history of similar arrests for similar crimes.
Smell it.
He went viral before after being caught sniffing a woman's ass at a Barnes & Noble in 2023.
Oh, that bookworm butt, yeah.
Well, that's also-
educated
that's,
stuff.
Educated butt.
Has a long criminal record for burglary, robbery, indecent exposure. Investigators are looking for additional butt-sniffing victims because they believe he's been continually doing this. He has not been caught. He is
he's still out there.
He has just been identified
man.
as the same guy. They're trying to get a bigger case to keep him off the streets once they get him in.
Right. So anyone who feels that their butt has been sniffed by this guy, we want to lock them up for a hot minute.
They locked him up overnight when they did catch him the first time.
I mean, because what's
then
the
they
crime?
locked him up again, but they let him out.
I know it is illegal, but I'm saying
What is it?
What can they? What's
He's
your penalty?
not touching you.
Right. Is it a fine? Is it? I mean, how much time can you give someone for sniffing a butt?
But didn't somebody get fired for just walking into an office and farting and closing the door and leaving?
Yeah, but that guy had a history of. He was just being.
But you didn't touch anybody.
You didn't touch
No,
anybody.
but that's like harassment or this or
and
that.
it's at your place of work.
So it must be harassment.
So
That's
here's
the issue
thing.
is with sniffing the chair of like, you're not physically sniffing somebody's butt. It's still gross and stuff, but I don't know what the crime is.
But the difference is, if you're at work, that's one thing, because I'm sure somewhere in the handbook in the very back, it's like, and don't sniff co-workers' butts. But if I'm just out in public and I sniff your butt, it is uncouth. It is very weird. It's borderline creepy. But what is the actual crime? Because look, man, like I said, I'm on the light rail. It gets packed. People are standing very close to each other. Now, no one is sniffing each other's butts, as best I can tell, but we're in very, very close proximity.
Yep.
So what changes, other than me being really weird, if we're already standing an inch apart and I decide to lay down and smell your butt?
I'm taking the bus. When it's rainy, dark, cold, it smells. Everyone smells like the wet dog.
Yeah. You know what I worry about is, actually, I don't worry about this, but the idea of this guy's parents, okay? So I'm at home. I am watching the news. My son has moved out. He's a grown man as far as I know. And all of a sudden, his picture pops up on the news, and they say, we have identified this gentleman is a serial butt sniffer. And I'm like, oh, my God, this is my kid.
Right.
Like, he's getting a phone call. Like, dude, dial it down.
Give you guys one more before we go back to the phones. Okay. This is a simple one. Would you guys rather live next to a cemetery, right next door to a cemetery, or right next door to a golf course?
I'll take the cemetery.
You are on the cemetery. You are on the golf course. Which home are you taking?
Cemetery. No doubt about it.
Cemetery.
Golf course.
Really?
Golf course.
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Now, there is the danger of the golf ball entering your area.
That's predominantly my issue.
But
yeah.
generally, I feel like a house on the golf course is a little nicer.
They are.
I could go out there and putt around at dusk.
You can.
Like, I don't know.
some
Like,
chips.
yeah. I don't know. You could have fun with people.
You could.
You also have loud, obnoxious behavior almost every day of the week.
I think that's my thing. I'm a fairly private person.
You will see
so
more penises.
The nice thing about the cemetery is, like, I know they're dead. I'm not particularly superstitious. I don't sweat it, but no one there is going to bother me. And the people, other than teenagers at night trying to do their thing, 90% of the people I see going in there, they're kind of in their own world. They are not here to bug me.
They're honoring somebody.
Not that golfers are the worst, but just if that's where I live and it's 7 days a week. Here's Miles again. At what time do you show up? Your tea time at 6:30 a.m.
6:50, yeah.
Dude, and I get it. I do, but I'm
and
not
it's
a
always
morning
5
person.
o'clock on the golf course, so.
Right, I'm...
Joy, you remember, too, people are blasting music.
Yes.
A lot of them.
People.
Are going by. Well, golfers in their golf carts. Or even
Miles,
if they're walking.
is it a public course or?
Oh, no, I was going to ask. It makes a difference.
Or is it a country club?
It makes a difference.
You know what? It does, but it doesn't.
Damn,
it does,
Ted.
it does, but it doesn't.
How
Depends.
upscale am I living here?
Yeah, is it a Muni? Probably out.
Okay, like the one that your buddy used to live next to, or close to. Wasn't he up in that area near Harbor Point? Oh, very nice homes in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Harbor Point up in Mukilteo. I thought your buddy lived close to there at one point, but I guess he doesn't.
Oh, no, he did live in Mukilteo, but I was like, I don't know that you did live near a golf course.
Okay, well, that's the nice neighborhood there.
Sure.
Put your blasting music, on a speaker, going through a neighborhood all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone has seen your penis. 'Cause there's no place to go to the bathroom. So
I mean,
you're peeing all over the golf course.
I'm just
Your
thinking.
house is getting bombarded by balls. You can't even go outside and cut the grass without the threat of taking one to the back of the head.
Yeah, that's right. Cemetery to me, like everyone's dead. Dead people are quiet, and I
will say
appreciate
this: the last house I was in on a golf course. Now, granted, it was Palm Desert, so it was very nice. But the Saturday I was there, they have down there. A lot of people just have these smaller pools in their backyard.
Yeah,
basically just to cool off.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of hedges and stuff. But it's my buddy's dad's house, and I was in the pool, and we heard one group teeing off, and he is tucked in against the wall, and I go, "What's wrong?" And he's like, if one ever comes in here and rattles around, he goes, "It scares the living ass out of you."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "You're in the pool, so you're fine." But he's like, "I'm going to wait till they pass before I pull my chair back out."
I would argue that I would assume this is my forever home, because if it's for resale, I'm taking the golf course.
Do you realize how many windows you replace?
Now, I will say, I have a family member on Cape Cod. They have a big house. They only afforded it because it's kind of tucked behind the cemetery.
Yeah, I mean,
some of those gravestones are 1700s, and the seller just could not move it. Nobody would buy it.
But they live in
were
almost
so
the
freaked out.
worst place in the
Right.
U.S.
In New England.
Right, it's right. Everything associated
See,
with the
I don't-
New
I-
England cemetery
I don't think
is
that would
different.
freak me out. I think living in a house that was shaped like the Amityville horror house.
Yeah, that would freak me out.
That would freak me out. But I don't think living by a cemetery is a big deal. I guess because people in West Virginia, they had backyard family cemeteries
Right.
on their property. So, I mean, aunts, uncles, old dogs, cats.
Right, they're all there.
They're all just back there up on the hill. It was never a big deal.
Oh, yeah. Their house looks a little bit like that. I mean, it spooks me.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I spent the night there.
There's a double whammy there, dude. It is the home and it's the property. It's
Yeah.
the combination.
No. Okay,
No.
so it can't be that house.
Right.
It can't be
That's
that
right.
house.
It can't be
that
the Amityville
style.
horror house
Yeah, it's that
beside a
style.
cemetery. You might as well just have a dog that looks like Cujo.
The whole nine.
You
Yeah.
check all the boxes.
Random.
And a kid that you buried in the backyard and came
I'll
back
put
to
it to you
life.
this way.
Cemetery.
He has an unfinished basement.
Of course he does.
There is a couch down there. He said, if you sleep down there, you can sleep in. If not, one of the 4 kids is going to wake you up at 6 something. Now, we're up talking. This is 2 a.m. He doesn't drink. I'm drinking. I opened that door and I said, I'll deal with what's her name when she gets up.
I'll see him at 6 a.m., brother.
6:01.
What's her
Hey!
What's her name?
Hey, CC. I was like, I'm not sleeping in that
That's the
basement.
little girl that keeps out
Yes. Miles, it's the only way she talks to me. Teddy! Hey, CC.
Just tell him, bro.
Hey, that basement was so scary.
Just finish the basement, man. It makes
There
all
was
the
no
difference.
way. And he's like, you can sleep in down there. I'm like, I wouldn't even nap down here.
You're like, cool. Thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
Can I? Hello, Cheyenne. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. So, welcome to the program and the random question. Let's see what we have for you. Okay. Okay. Would you rather get cheated on and it is with the same person, or get cheated on and they were with many people. So, in other words, Cheyenne, whoever you're dating, they are either only cheating on you with one person, but you find out, or would you feel better knowing that it wasn't just one person, it was a whole bunch of people?
Yeah.
One person.
One person?
Sure. Yeah.
Now, okay, what's your rationale there?
Well, if I understand you correctly, what you're asking is I would rather him cheat on me with one person or with multiple people.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah, with one person, because for me, the fear is getting a STD.
Or, that makes sense.
Anything like that.
So that's the rationale for that. The other rationale is he left you for someone he really, really liked.
Correct.
And that person was not you.
That's where I was going.
Where if he leaves you because it's just anybody, then it's not as personal toward you.
I agree.
Because it's just what this person does.
Wants to do, sure.
Right. And it doesn't matter who it's with. But with a single person, then they actually have feelings, really like, and care about this person, which means they probably should have just been straight up with you and said, it's over, I like somebody else.
But also, she's protecting her vagina. And I completely understand that.
I get both sides.
I'd rather have my feelings hurt than get an STD.
You're getting hosed either way, so you might as well take the cleaner route.
You know what, Mike? Yeah. That's a good point. Either way, it sucks. So,
But I kind of get the other thing, too. It's like, all right, you're not going out making drunken mistakes of the flesh. Like, you really like this person?
Exactly. And Jesus. But you had enough time to establish a relationship to the point where you care.
Sure.
Like while you're dating someone else. So that's where you go like, okay, I get the disease aspect of it. But the other one just seems more personal, so to speak.
But also, there's no guarantees that even if there was one person, Cheyenne, that one person does not have an STD. That'd be the real suck ass about this. Like, wait a minute. You've been with one person for the last 4 years, and you gave me an STD from them. That would be the worst case. Yeah, I think I'm taking multiple partners.
I'm taking multiple.
You kind of go like, all right.
Dude, that happened to a girl I knew.
What's that?
She had like a friend. The friend was kind of the whore of the two of them, right?
Okay.
And I mean, it's fine. The girl just slept around a lot. But the other girl was always very like I don't hook up randomly, blah, blah, blah. And then over the course of the time I knew her, maybe 2 boyfriends, anyhow, one random hookup, got herpes.
Jeez, man. I mean, she got herpes?
Right. The other one that didn't. The other one's fine. Never got an STD. Yeah. But she kind of gave, and then she would get angry at kind of the one that slept around a lot.
Was she sleeping with a dude?
How did you?
Or another female?
Yeah, with a guy.
Okay. That's impossible not to know.
What do you mean?
If you have an outbreak going on, it is impossible for a man not to know that.
But can you pass it if you're not having an outbreak? I don't know.
I mean,
because if you have herpes, you have it. But
it's more unlikely than likely.
But possible.
It is possible. Anything's possible.
Right.
But it's not.
Look, I don't know the story. I just know her getting hammered and be like, "Can you believe it? She's fine. I have herpes."
Did you almost laugh at all, or?
I think my first reaction was, "Thanks for telling me." Maybe don't get drunk and tell the story so you know the guy.
His first thought was, "Well, you're off the table now."
Ooh, scratch that off. Yeah.
Yeah.
In all honesty,
I mean, I always liked her.
Yeah.
I was kind of hope straight.
Did you unfollow me? Oh, damn. More of the random Would You Rather question coming up. 206-803-ROCK.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With nonstop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's one for you, one for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Pinky's Plumbing Studio, you're in the men's room. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK.
Okay, we're going to need your help. Hopefully you could hook us up tomorrow as it is. Kicks for Kids Day on the Rock.
Yes.
6th annual Kicks for Kids Day is happening starting bright and early at 6 a.m. with the Daily Mix Morning Show. The goal is to put 400 pairs of shoes on kids headed back to school that the people at Mary's Place take care of. So the kids get to pick out their own shoes. If you can give $50, if you can give 120, whatever you can. Head to KISW.com. You know how this works. By the end of our show tomorrow, we're going to hope to get enough money to make sure that all those kids have a brand new pair of shoes.
That's the goal, man. That's the point.
As they head back to school. You can even donate now on KISW.com and help us out. What did I miss?
Nothing.
What I miss?
I'll tell you at the break.
Okay, what I missed. Kicks for Kids Day starts tomorrow. And, of course, any money we will take as much or whatever you got, man.
Anything, man. Anything helps.
Hook us up. Okay, it is the random question 206-803 round.
Random.
Hello, Walker. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello.
Hola. Walker, let's go with this one. For the rest of your life, would you rather be called honey or sweetheart forever? No names, just honey or sweetheart.
By everybody?
By everybody.
Everybody you know. All right.
I'm gonna have to say honey.
Honey.
Going honey?
Okay.
Yeah, because then it sounds like my grandma's talking. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but okay. Well,
that's why I was going to go sweetheart because all my relatives in Texas, that is everyone's name.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's name. All of my cousins, me, my parents, it doesn't matter.
Honey, what does your girlfriend call you?
That'd be you, Walker.
Yeah. Honey, what does your girlfriend call you?
She usually calls me like handsome or something. Like she doesn't really call me honey that much, but we've been together forever, so for like that long. But we'll see.
She calls you handsome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you think she means it, or does she just say it?
That's a good question.
You know, because it gets to the point where that's just what they call you. Be like, do you still actually think that, or you just stuck with
you've
it?
been together forever. Have you maintained those good looks that she remembers?
Yeah, probably not anymore, honestly.
Okay. Right. When you met, how much did you weigh?
What's that?
How much did you weigh when you met her?
About 190, 200.
What do you weigh now?
Same.
Okay. So you're physically...
Some people
your
just get
body,
uglier, Miles. They don't have to get fat.
Well, no, I'm saying your body looks the same, so that hasn't changed. How about anything with your face? Like, has your nose gotten bigger? Your ears? Is your hairline receded? Anything like that?
Nah, I'm still only 22, so like I'm not.
Well, no wonder.
I haven't got my hair. I haven't got a bad receding hairline yet, thankfully.
Is that something that's in your future though, based on looking at your genetics? Is that something you can look forward to, or are you safe?
My mom's dad had one bald, so it's probably going to happen in a couple of years.
All right.
Okay. All right.
It happens.
Now, your relationship.
Yeah.
Do you have a pet name for yourself?
We just call each other Babe.
Babe?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
All
it's just easy.
Mike, is it...
it's pretty much the same, yeah.
Babe and Babe. Both of you guys are babes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like two pigs.
Yep.
Okay.
Two pigs.
Ted, relationship, any nicknames?
Not sure. If I'm annoyed, I'll pull out the honey. Like, honey, we are running out of time.
I see. Right. Okay, so it's used more of a frustration level.
I didn't realize that till one of them informed me of that.
But then you kind of notice, like...
You never said, hey, honey, what do you want to do tonight? Like, you never said it in a nice way.
I don't know that I did.
Honey does not come out of my mouth, or sweetheart. There's babe.
I'll take sweetheart. I hate people calling me honey. Like, unless you're a waitress over 50 in the South,
Right.
then I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, you're right.
Especially when somebody my age, you're talking about something, well, honey, you don't understand. Like, first of all,
I think because they always use it condescendingly.
yeah.
Where sweetheart, again,
Yeah.
if I go to Texas, that is my name. And again, not just me, everybody. Oh, look at that
But
sweetheart.
it's been in a kind way.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or
it's-
even when it's not kind. If they're mad at you about something and you're younger, it's still sweetheart, but it's almost like just addressing me by my name.
Okay.
My parents have said my name when they're, well, it's more my first and middle name if they are pissed, just my first name if they are not.
I think I went more with baby when I was in a relationship.
Oh, the full baby, not just babe?
I mean,
Yeah.
but both positive and negative.
Sure.
Like baby, do we have to talk about this now?
Oh, yeah, babe sticks. It
Baby,
doesn't matter,
baby,
good or
I'm,
bad.
baby, I'm at work. Or hey, baby, how was your day?
I'm usually
I did it both ways.
I'm greeted with love. For whatever reason, that's the first thing. Oh, good morning, love. How are you, love? That's
cool.
I have to admit, man, it's just this nice thing. The first time we see each other in the morning, she's always up before me, right? She's an early riser. By the time I get out of bed, that's just always her greeting. And then from there, it drifts to babe territory.
Okay. What do your children call you?
Dad. Well, my son, it's dad, papa, or father. And
Okay.
there's no particular rhyme or reason. Like, you can't gauge what he's going to say by what he calls you. But it's a lot of times he just gets on papa for whatever reason. Father, that means definitely a question. And then just dad.
Okay.
And then my daughter
my
calls
kid tried
me.
to call me Pops one time. I was like, cut that out now. I don't know, for whatever reason. I was like, I am not Pops.
I also get papa.
I am your dad.
I do get
I'm your
papa.
dad. I'd rather you call me Poop than Pops.
And then my daughter calls me dad, but the way she said is dad, it's a 2-syllable dad.
Dad.
Uh-huh. Because I'm always trying to embarrass her. So 9 times out of 10.
That's a problem.
Dad. Like, yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, I got papa, father, dad, dada.
I don't know. Me and my brother have gotten in this weird thing where somehow him, me, and my nephew CJ, like if the three of us together, it's become like interchangeable. He'll call me CJ. I'll call him CJ.
Right.
CJ just won't call me Chris, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like my mom would screw up me and my brother, but we're brothers.
Always, right.
Right. And then I don't know, once CJ got over 21, he's like an adult now.
Okay.
And then it's also weird when I talk to my niece and nephews, they're adults. I usually be like your father or my brother. It's like, can we just call him Chris now?
But it's also odd because I realized with my son, we just call him Bud, which is not his name. Hey, Bud. Hey, Bud. But the kids, they recognize this because my daughter somehow earned the nickname Bug with a G because my daughter used to call her the Love Bug, right?
All right.
But if I screw up their names, I will look at my son and say Bug, and it pisses him off. He's like, I'm Bud. She's Bud. I'm like, my bad.
Whatever.
Right. Or we just call him by his first initial.
So
I get in trouble as I call everybody dude.
I do.
Or
Me and my
man-
son
or
call
man.
each other dude a lot.
Or man.
I just
Come
say
on,
dude,
man.
I just
I'm
say
not a man.
dude all the time,
I know
and then
that.
girls I've dated or, like my niece when she was little, stop calling me dude. And I'm like, yep, I just, you know what I meant.
Right.
Yeah.
I call my dad Captain all the time.
Captain?
Yeah.
Captain.
What's up, Captain?
Well, Captain could be one of the most condescending if you mean it that way.
Sure. But
So,
every
like,
time he calls, I'll answer the phone. Had a Captain.
The guys like us, guy at the bar. Yeah. All right, Captain. Yeah, whatever you say. Yeah, pretty much. Like, seriously. You know what I think of those black people. That guy. Like,
They were allowed to get me.
Okay, Captain. That guy. That's how because that one to me just seems really condescending. If your friend says it to you, then you know he's being condescending.
Sure.
But if anybody else does it, you're like, all right, man, you're just that guy.
Well, I think it just depends how you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one
Right
that-
out with you. I've never thought Captain of being condescending. I have a feeling when you say it, you specifically
Oh, yes.
start trying to be
Oh, yeah.
You're like, I don't know, it's so
Insult.
condescending. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be.
Sorry, Captain.
Yeah. Like when they, can I get a Coors Light? So you want a water? Yeah, Captain. Give me a water. So you want a water. Right, yeah. Sorry. The one that was the weirdest one for me, though, was a relative that I no longer really hang out with that much. But he is a legend in his own mind. And he's the exact same age as me. And he could have been my brother-in-law.
Okay.
But he would refer to his mom and his dad as mommy and daddy.
Oh, that guy.
Now,
I know who. Yeah.
This was,
That's so gross.
probably 5 years ago, or maybe a little longer, last time we hung out. And he was talking to my then wife, and he was like, well, I called mommy today. And I'm just like, Like you drop the mommy and the daddy like after you're what? 12?
Right.
Before
13
that,
maybe?
man.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm with Thrill. I think it's before that.
I became mom and dad by probably 7. You know what I mean? There was
Right.
mommy, dad,
Well-
and then like at some point, honestly, like maybe when they went to preschool or kindergarten, that stuff died.
Sure.
Yeah.
And part of you misses it at first. And now I'm like, if you say that out loud, I'll have to kill you. You know, but yeah.
Well, my daughter, if she hasn't seen me in a while, she go, Daddy!
Sure,
And I
sure.
realize, like, that's not me, with me not around going, I'm going to my daddy's house tonight.
Right.
You know, that's the difference.
But I will say,
So-
I feel like also there was a certain time where that's still okay. Because my grandmother, when she reminisces about her father, she'll still say, I remember when Daddy went out back. You know, so she'll still call him Daddy.
Sure.
Yeah, you know what? Like my mom does it, but her dad passed away when she was like 13.
Right.
Okay.
So you know what I mean? So like they're only
To
memories to her, like the only like I think she still says it because it's
That's
she's
what you
still,
know.
Right, that's
it's the
everyone
last thing
beyond
you
it.
said.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Reason we asked, would you rather be called honey or sweetheart forever? New poll of 25,000 Americans looked at the most popular pet names that are used by couples. And believe it or not, the one that's trending down the most, Ted, you'll appreciate this, is honey. Because it used to be very popular as a
Yes.
pet name.
Yes, it did.
Not so much anymore. Babe is now the most popular pet name in America.
I'd say everyone I know, like I said, me and my wife say it all the time, but even when we go out and I see spouses talking to each other, they say babe. Like it's not even everybody calls their spouse babe. It seems universal.
I said lady friend once and got in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Were you dating her?
This is my lady friend.
Yeah.
Because it sounds so unofficial.
And his
so
name is
unsexy.
Jeff. No.
It's like you're not committed yet.
Right, but
It's like
it
you're
was-
having sex
It was
and-
one of those weird things where like we were dating, but I don't know if it was like official, but like I wanted them to know she was with me. So in my mind, I thought I was doing a good thing,
Yeah.
of introducing her, and it was like it was at some event, so I didn't know the people. They, you know what I mean? Like I know them.
Sure.
So I just called her my lady friend. Then we got in the car. I was like, "Don't ever say that again." I was like, "Oh, what?
I'll just use the name. I would say just use the name.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
yeah.
Donna, this is my friend Chris. Or, whatever the deal is.
I got in trouble with the woman that would become my wife. It was early on. We were I don't remember what date this was, but
This is the battle axe.
we ended up going to a T-Birds game, and our old friend Ellen was there, and I introduced her. You know, I brought her in, and Mike, who's this? I don't know that I would say that we were boyfriend girlfriend at the time. I would barely say that we were dating at the time, but it's like, you know, we're testing this thing out. So I called her my lady, and in the middle of saying my lady, that didn't feel right. But my brain didn't work fast enough. So I said, this is my lady of the night.
my lady of the night.
That's
Damn,
And they gave me just as much razzing as you guys did just
Okay,
then. So
all right.
like that
Okay.
made up for it a little
Here's
bit.
the
And I
weird-
tripped
Like
over myself.
Ted said lady friend and found out that's not something she appreciates. My lady of the night, you said this is my hooker.
This is my prostitute.
I know.
This is
I
my,
paid,
I
I
told
paid
you I
her.
didn't think.
I paid her to be here.
my lady of the night.
All right. So,
Jesus
as far
I know.
as far as babe being number one, I've never been called babe by anybody than people that I work with. So when we were in
John
Baltimore,
Boucher.
we had a promotions director named John Boucher. Didn't matter who you were, whatever walk of life, babe.
Oh, come on,
Hey,
babe.
John, man, can we do I don't know, like a bikini contest? Babe. You remember the last time, babe. Then we move here.
I'm doing that currently, by the way. So my friends have a new band they've started. I'm their unofficial manager.
All right.
So I do. They have
You babe them.
They have no idea, but I'm just like, babe, listen, you just play the shows, babe. I'll handle the scheduling.
I'll take care of the money.
You want to open up?
Right.
You want to 2 p.m. or 2:30?
Do you kind of channel this John Boucher guy? Because
100%.
The
All right,
thing
okay.
with John Boucher, as ridiculous as that sounds, when I first met him, I hated him for that reason. And then you grow to love this guy because you realize there's no pretense, man.
No.
That is how
No.
he rolls through life. Babe, it's all good, babe. I don't smoke weed. Why is there bud in your hair?
Yeah.
Babe, I'd never sleep. What the hell?
Then we move out here. Our general sales manager, Ron Steinman.
Yeah.
He calls you babe too.
Yeah, but-
Everyone's babe. But it's always like advice. Like you say, like, man, I'm thinking about going down to Portland. Babe, listen. You gotta stop by this one place, man. This strip club, babe. This is where you need to go. And he would call you babe no less than 6 times in any individual conversation.
Oh, no.
That's just who you were. Like, this
Yeah,
man
you're babe.
convinced me to get the fish and chips at the Pacific Game, which, again, I can go back and thank him for this because they were that good. But the way he says it, he's like, babe, have you been to Pacific Inn? I said, nah, man, I know the place. I haven't been there. Babe, you got to get the fish and chips. I'm like, Ronnie, it's fish and chips. Babe, listen to me. Babe, It's going to be the best fish and chips you ever had, babe. So I finally went there, had the fish and chips. He's 100% correct. Best I've ever had, right? So Ronnie, hey, man, what's up, babe? I tried the fish and chips at PI. Babe, I know you loved it, didn't you, babe? Everything was babe.
So here's the deal. Babe is for young people, but it's still number one. 20% overall, so they use it for their other partner there. It drops to 10% for seniors. So they don't use Babe at all.
I can't picture seniors. Like, I picture my parents. It ain't Babe.
They are into honey. So if you are a senior, that is the most popular pet name.
Actually, my dad calls my mother Woman, and she calls him Honey Bunny. But it's all the time. Woman, your feet are so cold.
I use
Get them
woman.
off.
I use woman.
Woman.
Even with my daughters.
Yeah.
Listen here, woman. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Or I'll call them kid, which is even worse because they're girls. So for me, for kid sounds more boyish.
It does, but when they're your kids, because the thing, I have kids out, but it's one of each, you know.
Listen, kid.
Yep. Yeah. Or kid, we're not doing that.
All right.
No, absolutely
My
not.
grandparents used to call each other Ma and Pa.
I hear that my in-laws do that. It's just dad and
I think
mom.
they've just raised enough kids and grandkids.
They had
heard it
4
so
kids.
much.
They got right.
They just started using it.
Actually, my father-in-law, I love it. He's a grumpy man, right? So you'll ask him a question. It just says, ask the boss. And he's talking about his wife. He does not call her boss. He calls her mom, right? Because again, they had 4 kids, but if you ask him, and she knows, but he's just, I don't know, ask the boss. Because he understands his opinion means nothing.
Yeah.
And that's his way of just saying it.
So when I had kids, I was 30 and my mom was 50. So she was not prepared to be a grandparent.
Oh, at 50?
So in my case, if I had grandkids, they would be 5 years old. I'd have been a grandfather for 5 years.
Yeah.
That's how my mom was 50. So she was younger. And she was like, I am not being called grandma. And I'm like, well, grandma, what do you want to be called? And I haven't let up. So she is still, I'll call her, what up, grandma? It's Mimi.
She goes, Mimi?
Mimi. So do you have a different, do you have different terms for your grandparents?
Yes. I had a Mimi and a grandma. Grandma Smith was grandma. My mom's mom was Mimi. And to this day, my mom to my niece and nephew is not Nene.
Nana?
Nana.
Nene.
Damn.
And then their grandma on the other side just gets grandma.
Yeah, my mother is grandmommy, but my father's pop, and then my wife's parents are grandpa and nana.
Well, my grandma Smith was also the secretary at St. Anthony's in D.C. forever, right? Like a K through 8 school, and the church was there. So my grandma was grandma to a lot of kids in that neighborhood.
Okay.
A lot of people were like, man, your grandmother's like my grandmother. I know.
So Gen Zers do not use honey at all, but seniors do.
All right.
For Gen Z, their most popular pet name is Baby.
Baby.
Baby, like baby. Baby. What else? Baby. Now,
Hey, baby.
4 on the list is Sweetheart. Again, this is more popular with older couples.
It feels like something I say when I wear my cowboy hat. Tell you what, sweetheart.
Yeah, right, because your
sweetie.
mindset's different. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's back to the waitress thing again.
Yeah, again, sweetheart doesn't bug me as much.
So if I
probably-
came up and says, Sweetheart, what'd you want?
If you said it,
I mean, at the Waffle House or whatever.
yeah, again, if you said it, I'd be like, I don't know, this guy's a little zesty. I'll take a walk.
What if I called you Cowboy?
That works.
Cowboy works?
Yeah. Hey, cowboy.
How about
hey,
Sheriff?
partner.
How about Sheriff? That's a weird one, isn't it?
Hoss.
Yeah.
They haven't badged me in.
Okay. Love is 5th.
Yep.
Predominantly, believe it or not, used in England. You know that.
Of course.
That's a good one.
But 6% of the population use love. I've never used love or lovey. It just sounds too pretentious.
Hello, lover.
Yeah. Lover, I lover. Maybe that's what you just said. This is my lover.
This is my lover.
And if you ended it in A, then it can't be offensive, right?
It's my lover.
Because now you're mocking it. This is my lover, Ted.
Better the lady of the night.
I'm aware of that.
Right, but if Mike or I had both said, this is the new girl I'm currently having sex with, it would have been way out of line.
Where's the old one at? 'Cause I found her attractive.
We just haven't decided if we're super official, so I don't know what to call her.
This is my current leg.
Here are ones that came close. 2% say they regularly use the terms dear,
Dear.
which I think sounds a little condescending. Dear, we're not watching that.
Right.
Instead of, dear, where are we going to dinner? Like, dear to me just sounds
There,
like,
or it's older. Definitely skews older to me.
How about boo? That also shows up a lot.
I've not liked Boo.
I say it as a joke. You know what I mean? You go to the bar, oh, this is my boo.
Exactly.
But it's always fun.
I'm with you. I do like boo, but it's generally kind of there's my boo, or
Yeah.
or I'll send
Right.
it in a text.
Hey, boo.
How about bay?
No.
No?
I've wanted to burn Bay ever since I heard it first.
Who said it?
It was the generation behind me that started making Bay.
Yeah, your generation, that's when that song came out.
Darling. Which kind of sounds more like Green Acres to me.
I'll go Darlin' from time to time.
Darlin', not darling.
Right.
Yeah,
Darlin'.
Darlin' different than darling. Darlin' means you're from Texas or from the South.
Correct.
Darling means you're from Manhattan.
Darling, you eat ribs with. Darling, you're eating those cucumber sandwiches.
Darling, I ain't seen nothing as sweet as you since a piece of pumpkin
And
pie.
Darlene, you're eating. Well, forget it. And just 1% call their partner either angel, sugar, or pumpkin. I've used pumpkin for my kids when they were little.
But again, you can't say the entire word. It's got to be pumpkin.
Because my daughter had no hair on her, so her head looked like a pumpkin head. She had no eyebrows.
Hey, pumpkin.
She had these big eyes.
Most people say because you love your kids. You're like, no, you look like a
when
pumpkin.
she smiled, at first, she only had 2 front teeth.
She looked like a jack.
So
When they call her Jack.
I started calling her my pumpkin girl.
My pumpkin girl.
My God.
Yeah. She looked like a little pumpkin.
Doesn't talk to you much?
Yeah. Poll found half couples use pet names for each other on a regular basis. There you go.
Oh, God.
Who Sucks Less is on the way at 4:30, and we've got emails coming up next from the men's room at KISW.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission to build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
At California Psychics, we know that sometimes you can wake up thinking,
I don't know if I'm in the right career. Or the right relationship.
but whatever your life dilemma, at California Psychics, we'll give you the guidance you need to feel certain about your life choices. And because we only connect you with the very best, we guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. California Psychics. Call 1-800-PREDICT today and get 20 minutes for just $20.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission to build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Who Sucks Less coming up in just a couple minutes here, but first time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Birthdays brought to you by our friends at Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Dip responsibly.
Guys, my son Luke turned 6 today. Loves listening to you guys. Always asks me to put on the show. I want to wish him the very happiest of birthdays. Let him know I still love him, even though he called me a bowl of S last night. Because I asked him to pick up his Legos. Bowl of S. Could I get a medley of farts? Coked up Ted giving him questionable life advice. We don't do coked up Ted for people
6-year-olds
under the age of 18 years old.
Even with a mouth like that.
How about Coach Ted with some life advice and a few dad jokes for Miles? Thanks, guys. That from Kyle.
right, son, I've had to coach up a few like you before. You wouldn't be the first kid that comes from a father that's a bowl of ass, but he's your father. He still has good advice, and he got you listening to the right stuff, so listen to him.
Okay.
Dad jokes wrong.
Dad jokes for a 6-year-old. I try to tame these down a bit, so to speak. Why are fish so smart?
Because they're always in school.
That is correct. What do you call a pig who does karate?
Pork chop.
Pork chop. What did the plate say to the other plate?
Let's stick together?
Dinner's on me.
Oh, I guess that's more of a paper plate joke.
Where do cows like to go in the evening? Cows.
Movies.
The movies. What is a tornado's favorite game to play? Twister. And what dog is always needing a bath? What dog is always needing a bath?
The bloodhound.
A shampoodle.
Oh. All
I
right.
did have one adult one I'll get rid of. My wife doesn't like my umbrella jokes.
Why not?
Not a fan of dry humor. All men, given the grand privilege of driving Glenn Cannon and Wyatt only in the Wreckage's band equipment across the country for their 9-date East Coast tour. Boy, I hope they printed up T-shirts. First off, the Allegheny Fairgrounds for the 3-day Rock the Mountains Festival. One of the organizers is Andy, and it's his birthday today. Without the love and hospitality of he and his family, this tour would be impossible to accomplish. Andy truly deserving of our love with a fart montage. The captain advising Andy how we should celebrate tonight at the Moose Knuckle Lodge. And Coke Ted giving advice to beat the current sweltering humid weather on the East Coast. All the love and a little shove, that from Christopher.
Ooh, well, ahoy there. Well, the Moose Knuckle Lodge is what we call Little Debbie's undercarriage. So I would advise getting a slice of pie. Grunge berries.
Well, you know what's funny? Coked up Ted knows a thing or two about that area you're in right now. Here's my advice. Forget that knuckle lounge, whatever kind of knuckle it is. What you want to do is drink till about last call, then drive over that river into West Virginia, a place called Pastime. There's going to be a woman on stage, colonoscopy bag, singing karaoke. Enjoy yourself.
I love the fact you scratch your neck when you do Coke Ted. All right. Get into character there. All right, guys, here you go. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Think about a couple extra emails. Weird, useless skill, guys, catching up on the Odyssey app. And you guys were talking about useless skills that you have. Well, ever since I was a little boy, I was able to breathe through my eyes. Yes, I know, my eyes. As you know, your tear ducts are connected to your nasal passages. I guess mine are abnormally large. But yes, I can push air out and pull air in. Circus Creek material. Rock on, bitches. Thanks for all you do. Hope to meet you guys soon on one of your Men's Room World Tours. That from Noah, the lineman in Rochester, New York.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good luck on that. Meeting us. In Rochester, New York.
Let's do one there.
Take a road trip up there. Maybe we'll go to Chuck Mangione's funeral.
It hasn't happened yet. You think they play Feel So Good?
I don't know.
Oh, it's about to.
Yeah.
Why did you say that?
What?
Oh, is he not dead?
He is dead.
Oh, I thought I was just whoever this guy is. He's gonna die soon.
No, he is actually
he
dead.
has passed
all
out.
right.
No, you're
Jesus.
This is post Reaper.
All right.
Yeah. I would
Post
never do
Reaper.
Why did you say that?
I know. It's like,
You know the power.
I was just,
setting
to be
him
honest
up.
with you, glad that Joe Pesci made it through the weekend.
Yeah, no kidding.
Questions about deafness. Olavicholas. I have
Couldn't help yourself.
I have a congenital ear issue that later, after many surgeries, left me clinically deaf. As you were talking about it, I'd love to answer some of your questions about deafness. So, after my surgery that ultimately left me completely deaf, before I end 25 to 30% hearing ability. So, why would you get a surgery that completely wipes out your hearing?
I don't think that was the goal.
Oh, okay. Well, when you can't hear anything, your ears ring very loudly in your head, and the only option is to just get used to it. Also, you get ghost sounds, like hearing someone's voice, like your child call your name, when they aren't even there.
That is weird.
So I guess like phantom pain.
Yeah, something like that.
I have a bone-anchored hearing aid to allow me to hear when I have it on. I can hear better with it on than I ever would have naturally. Yes, turning myself off is a wonderful option because the sounds of the world sometimes get a bit too much. As for dreaming, you can hear sounds as if you were hearing a person. Now, that may be only from someone who had heard sounds before, but at night, I am completely deaf and I can hear perfectly in my dreams.
Huh.
That from Ramona.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That is pretty crazy. And one more. Another one from Rochester, New York. From Hornell, New York. And the catching up on the Odyssey app was laughing at the mandatory electrician saying, wow, who worked on this one last deal?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm an electrician too. And I replaced an electrical panel the other day at my friend's house for him. Not long after, he had a contractor friend of our pub build an addition to his home. Obviously, had to add some electric to the panel. A few years later, I asked the contractor if he needed help on a second job. Would have been a state rate job at about $50 an hour. He says the opposite of the mandatory electrician statement. No, I've seen your work. I can't afford you. Saying my work was too good and uncluttered and pretty. Later, bitches, that from the Trickler.
Has that ever happened before?
I'm not sure. Not that I've ever heard of. All right, coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. But first...
Now, the men's room wants to know, who sucks less?
Yay! Time for Who Sucks Less. Stephen Throwhill, you bring us 3 stories from the news each and every week. They always suck. It's up to us to determine out of the 3 stories which one sucks the least. Now, if you happen to like KISW on Facebook or follow us on X and Instagram, the debate is already underway on Who Sucks Less.
Yes, indeed. And for today's episode of Who Sucks Less, we take to the friendly skies. That's right. Let us start in Australia, where a man accused of running naked down the aisle of an Australian airliner, knocking down a flight attendant, and forcing the pilot to turn the plane back. Yeah, he was arrested at the airport. Now, the incident occurred early in what was scheduled to be a 3.5-hour flight on the Virgin Australia airliner. They're taking off from Perth, which is on the west coast, to Melbourne, which is on the east coast. Well, flight VA 69-6 returned to Perth Airport after a disruptive passenger. That's according to the airline. And by disruptive, what they're saying is the cops were waiting for the plane, and the disruptive guest was removed from the aircraft. Police said officers arrested a man after he ran naked across the plane. This is mid-flight, and knocked a crew member down to the floor. Now, the person was transferred to a hospital for evaluation, where he is still. It's not clear how and where the plane passenger took off his clothes, what charges he will face, not yet finalized. So the idea is you're on a flight, you just want to get where you're going, and for reasons that no one knows, guy jumps up, gets naked, knocks over the flight attendant, and you got to turn back.
Okay.
It's annoying, but he did.
I know it doesn't have anything to do with the story. Formatically, I wonder what that flight is. Is that 3 hours?
3.5.
3.5.
Yep,
Okay.
3 hours, 30
okay.
minutes.
All right.
Yep. You get naked. And like I said, I don't care what you do on the plane. Please do not divert my flight. I just want to get where the F I'm going. Now we continue. A family's vacation took a disturbing turn after the child lost their iPad. So it was stolen by the Delta Airlines worker. who then used it to make explicit videos. Now, the family figured it out when the videos surfaced in their cloud storage. Now, those claims appear in a federal lawsuit filed against the airline by Tori and Brooke Brewer of Charleston, South Carolina, who are seeking damages for negligence, emotional distress, and harassment. Now, the Brewers say the incident began last July when they traveled from Charleston to New York and then on to London, only realizing after their arrival that their child's Peppa Pig cased iPad was missing. Well, not long after, Brooke Brewer started getting text messages about the tablet and used Apple's tracking app to locate it. Turns out it was still in New York. But then she noticed selfies of a man in a Delta uniform and name badge appearing in her iCloud account. Then, about a month later, came explicit videos of the same man masturbating, and he's still wearing a Delta lanyard in the screenshots. Now, according to the suit, the man was also accused of using Brooke's iTunes and Amazon accounts, creating unauthorized profiles, one of which was discovered by their child. Now, despite reporting the situation to Delta not once but twice, the Brewers claimed the only response was an automated email saying the airline was looking for the device. Now, Delta said in a statement that the accused is not an employee by the airline, but works for an unnamed vendor. The airline also says it has zero tolerance, blah, blah, blah. But again, Delta said the accused is not an employee of the airline. Let's go back. When the video showed up in her iCloud account, he's wearing a Delta uniform. When he started doing the explicit videos where he started masturbating, he's wearing a Delta-issued lanyard. I'll let you do the math on that one. And then finally, a married Connecticut couple. They're facing felony charges after joining the Mile High Club on a JetBlue flight on Saturday morning. Trista Riley and Christopher Arnold. They were traveling to Sarasota, Florida from JFK International Airport in New York when they engaged in lewd and lascivious exhibition, known colloquially as having sex. Now, flight attendant told the cops that several youths and their mother witnessed Riley and Arnold performing sexual activity aboard JetBlue Flight 163. Now, when Brian Zepp, that's the JetBlue flight attendant, walked to Ms. Riley's seating area in the 25th row, he witnessed her making up and down movements with her head while she was face down on Mr. Arnold's lap. Cops noted that further investigation indicated that Ms. Riley was seen by two underage youths performing oral sex and masturbating Mr. Arnold. Ooh, it should be noted they did not use the term masturbated in the article. They used one we can't even say on the radio. I continue. In a witness statement, a female passenger who was flying with her two children said that during takeoff, she spotted Riley masturbating her male companion. Quote, she noticed that my two kids were watching them, and they did not stop. After that, she was laying on him as though she was performing oral sex. Now, both Riley and Arnold, they were arrested upon the flight's arrival in Sarasota. The duo, who live in Connecticut, they were booked in the county jail, from which they were freed on Monday after posting bail. So those are three stories. They got the guy in Australia, who for reasons no one knows, gets naked, runs up and down the aisle, knocks over a flight attendant, flight diverted. We have the second story, where a Delta employee, even though they're denying it, stole the kid's iPad, again, wrapped in a Peppa Pig cover, took the iPad, basically started using it on his own, not understanding the iCloud storage system. So when he started doing his sex videos, it went to the family's iCloud account. They got to witness the whole thing. And finally, the married couple, where she performed a mouth hug on the guy just in their seats, saw the kids watching her and was like, I'm going to finish the job anyway.
I guess Australia is worse because physical violence was involved.
Yeah, knocking over the flight attendant.
And you had to turn the flight around, all that crap. So that affects a lot of people. Now, I don't believe that the child might have noticed a few things with their iPad, but the child did not have access to the cloud. So the child did not see the videos.
Did not see the explicit videos.
Did not see the explicit pictures.
Mom did, but no, the kid did not see it.
The kid did not see any of that.
Correct.
The guy was identified based on the fact that he was wearing his name badge and his work uniform.
Had to give it right.
And I'm assuming he was probably let go by Delta. I don't know.
Well, it depends, because according to them, in spite of his uniform and lanyard and name badge, he does not work for them. So they wouldn't be in position to do anything about it now, would they?
Connecticut couple doing that in front of kids, not good.
The only thing is they don't say how old these kids were, okay? Because they say the kids were underage. And to be fair, if the kids are 17, they're legally underage. But at 17, they
know what's going on.
Right, they know what's going on.
I guess I'm going to go with the guy that took the iPad and used it as his own personal movie making machine.
See, I think the couple on the act might be the worst, right? Because, like, nobody wants to explain to an 8-year-old kid what they just saw.
Sure. And again, we don't know the ages
We
of the
don't
kids.
know, but even...
But to me, the one difference is...
But you know people can see you.
And she knew that the kids were watching. Or as the mom says, the woman performing the act recognized that the kids were watching and continued anyway.
Right, so to me, that's a level of just...
I don't care.
Yeah, and just kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, first of all, you're already doing it on the plane. There's, you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be a better way to cover it up. But then to actually see, you can see the kids are watching you and just be like, screw it, I don't care. Like, I think that might be the worst.
All right.
Miles, I hear your argument, but God forbid that kid had found that video. That's going to be scarring.
Yeah, it's up in the cloud.
But it's not it's not anywhere that he can access.
I mean, it's on the cloud. I don't know if the kid
you
can
You got to go up there and pull it and get it and take it.
Have you seen kids with iPads?
My kid could get there in a heartbeat. I don't know that they're looking to find something in cloud storage. I don't know if they put a lot of stuff there, but if I need to get something out of the cloud, I'm going to hand my phone to my
I don't
kid.
know how to get stuff out of my cloud.
Hand it to my
I
kid.
bet if I handed it to a 10-year-old, they could figure it out.
In a heartbeat, like that.
So
All right.
at the end of the day, though, the guy in Australia, it's inconvenience. He did knock over the dude, but it seems like it's mostly inconvenience.
It is a lot of inconvenience.
That guy might have a little PTSD, but the other two involve kids having trauma from seeing an event. That seems worse. So I think maybe Australian guy sucks the least just because they still got there. Nobody had to see.
Eventually.
Nobody had to see a penis. Well, no, they did.
Was naked.
He was naked too.
He was butt naked.
God
and
damn
keep
it.
in mind,
I'm trying to stop people from having to see penis.
He was stripping down in the aisle. Some people
All
got
right.
naked in the seat and popped up. Like, dude jumped up.
All right, that iPad guy I'm with, Miles, sucks the least.
What do you think, Mike? Out of these three,
It's a tough one.
It really is. I think I got to go with the couple that are just getting it after it there in the seat.
Suck the least?
Yes. Just because one, the dude with the iPad is nasty. I agree with Miles that the guy caused physical harm in the first one. That's why I've got to go with that. Plus, I don't know if I count that as the Mile High Club. You and I talked about this off the air. I don't know if that qualifies as the Mile High Club. However, it's freaking cool.
Debate Talk continues on Who Sucks Less. If you like KISW on Facebook or follow us on X or Instagram as well. Cut up at 5:08. We'll drink a toast with a shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With nonstop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Up here at 5:08, we'll drink a toast with a shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check with Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. New research suggests Ozempic face as the culprit for a recent cosmetic surgery boom.
That makes sense.
What, you get a little flabby, so you got to get skin removed or tightened?
Yeah, you get kind of hollow and all that.
All right. Exactly. Which, if you're willing to go the distance to artificially change what you look like in one circumstance, of course, you're not.
Goes to the other. Sure.
Right.
Well, I mean, that just happens with anybody who loses that much weight, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Coors is releasing a deodorant. Yeah, like Coors, the beer company.
Yeah, I saw this.
Does it smell like Rocky Mountain air?
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
their idea, which means it smells like nothing.
Right. Which, ideally, I would rather smell like nothing than BO, but...
Maybe like a pine,
Right.
I'm not sure what the
Goat
trees
poop.
are in the Rocky Mountains over
Smells
there.
like hops. That would... No.
Yeah?
I mean,
'Cause that smells like weed.
You know
Exactly.
it's going to sell out.
Of course.
It's a novelty
It's great
item.
branding.
Yeah.
You know, they almost got me, even though if I had a charcoal grill, I'd probably get it. Walked into Fred Meyer not terribly long ago. It's like, Miller Lite charcoal. All right.
Yeah,
Like,
why not?
Why the hell do I need Miller Lite charcoal?
Well, you won't know until you buy it, Mike.
I know. I see it in my store, too. I don't even have a charcoal grill.
Right.
Like,
And
ooh.
why?
Have you seen the Miller Lite Pringles?
No.
I've had them, Ted.
Okay. Do they taste any different?
They taste great.
All right. I haven't bought them, but I've seen them. I'm like, well, I like Pringles. I like Miller Lite.
They did a beer brat and they did a beer can chicken flavor of Pringle.
All right. Oh, so they were flavors.
Correct.
Nice.
Great. Plane turbulence is apparently becoming more common and more severe.
Well, yeah, it's humid.
Right.
So is the weather around the world.
Right. It kind of adds up.
What do you know? The Merriam-Webster word of the day. The D. Are you guys ready?
D.
It is a D word that means someone that looks very much like another person.
Doppelganger.
Nailed it. Boom. That was easy today.
Well, don't say it like that, dude. We finally get one.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Alex Trebek never went, oh, well, this was an easy Final Jeopardy.
No, he just showed when he was disappointed that you didn't get the
No. There's just a way he said it. Like, geez, man.
No.
I love the one clip. It's like football stuff. Pretty
Yeah.
simple. They don't get it. And he's just like, I can tell you guys love sports.
Didn't he like call them nerds or something
Yeah.
like that? Seriously, dude. Yeah.
Then there was one where you remember how we did the interview process with everybody after that first break.
Yeah.
There was one where it was one. I don't remember what it was that they were geeking out about, but it was something that they were interested in, and they went on this big long tangent about the thing that interested them the most, and went, okay. And then we have Steve over here. Like, he clearly had 0 F's to give about whatever they were talking about.
He used to ask, like Ken Jennings does it right. Here's some fluffy thing you said about yourself. Explain the situation. Trebek would do it in a way where, Mike, it says here you work as an ER nurse. How many lives have you lost in this month? Like, damn, Alex. You know, seriously, man, it's just
trying to play trivia.
like, wow, ease up, man.
A giant orange mole has popped up in a random district in the UK.
Hello.
Hello, I'm an orange mole.
An orange mole.
Hello, love. An orange mole?
Big orange mole.
Don't smash me like it's Christmas.
It's an inflatable thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure it was a mole?
I'm a thrill. I thought this orange colored mole has just showed up.
Has it got face makeup on?
It's a different story now that's inflatable.
Yeah, because I had to. I forgot about that, but yeah, I clicked on it and I'm like,
Look at
okay.
that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a big orange mole.
That makes a lot more sense, though, than just this random orange mole. Hello, love. I come with radiation.
Hello. Need a mole. A new study has found that indoor air is filled with microplastics, in case you weren't scared enough.
Well, no kidding.
Crack a damn window.
We're going to die, dude. It's fine. We've officially hit the point that there's a study on harsh effects hot weather has on your boys.
On my testicles?
Yeah.
All right.
So, you know, my favorite website, especially for the ones that I'm not working on, is called Study Finds, and it's talking about what they call it, summer long bees.
Okay.
I was like, okay, this is interesting. I actually want to read about this, but I didn't have time, so I got to go back to that one.
So you don't know what the hot weather's doing to my testicles?
Basically, it's just that they're going through it. You know, that being dudes, we know that with the temperature changes, so does the height and the length, and just honestly, that has a toll on it. That takes a toll on it. In the summertime, when they're hanging down and they're trying to air out a little bit more, they're exposed a lot more, and it you know, they get in places that they shouldn't be, and they cause discomfort. And
that's an anatomical flaw.
It is. It's
We
amazing.
did not design our testicles to bounce up and down with the temperature. Like, nature chose it. Don't make it a problem. They don't ask for them to be in different locations based on the temperature.
Do you have any like those shorts? Like Miles, I know you have a bunch of them. It's almost like a bathing suit, but you wear them for like working out or whatever.
Yeah.
So they're shorter, and it's got the little undercarriage in there.
Yeah, it's got a mesh net.
So I never worry about it as I use them on my walks in the morning. But like the other day, I went to like tie my shoe, and I was like, oh, geez.
No, right.
Is one of those guys going to slide out?
Yes, he is.
It's hot, brother.
They just get a hold out there. What up, everybody?
Out free. No, you're not.
There's the orange mole.
I can see your mole, Ted. It's smiling at me.
It appears to be 6 more weeks of winter. Half of college students say AI education is the most important thing that they'll learn. It's the future, so yeah.
I mean, yes, it is what it is.
Learn how to harness it. Learn how to make money with it.
Okay, that's a different thing, right? Okay, generally speaking, like any idiot can use it. It's not. It's like using Google. It is really not a difficult thing.
And it seems odd to teach somebody something that's going to take their job.
Right. That's
right
why
now, it's like it's a short lifespan of like, I'm going to be an expert on AI. Okay, well, pretty soon there's going to be experts on, or the AI will be the expert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's part of the good thing about the education is then you kind of learn where those jobs are going to go. We're still going to have jobs,
Sure.
and you know the whole thing is that AI is going to actually create a whole bunch more jobs. Okay, well, what are those jobs?
Yeah, what are the jobs going to be?
I'd like to know what that is.
Yeah. Trust me, it's all fun and games till RoboCop shows up on your front door.
That's a fact, dude.
And he's at the wrong door.
Yeah, and Robo Radio DJ's telling you what you need to hear.
Am I a robot?
I don't know, man. It's all a simulation, Ted.
Oh, that's your right.
Some of this has been pre-recorded.
Right.
A new report says people with good mental health have about 5 friends in their personal circle.
Okay.
Yeah. And what if I told you that they all had an identity?
The Men's Room Top 10.
Nice. Thank you.
The Men's Room Top 10.
10 types of people you can find in every friend group. Everyone's got that one friend, I know it looks like I haven't showered or worn clean underwear in 10 years, but I have a job guy, but I don't like the job guy. You know this friend, he's harmless, but he's always got some weird-ass thing that happened to him that if anybody else told you this story, you wouldn't believe it. But when Daryl tells you about it, you know it's true. Like getting his flight canceled in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So he takes a Greyhound. Takes him 4 days to get home. And on the bus, he reconnects with his second cousin twice removed, where they celebrate their reunion by drinking whiskey from a plastic bottle, then get kicked off for stealing a sleeping kid's fruit roll-ups.
Dear God. Alrighty. So let's see if we can identify all these different friends here. And so these are apparently the different types of people that you can find in a friend group. Think about your own personal circles, maybe even the people in this room, see what we got here. They start with the mom, the mother of the group, hovers and lays down the law. Like your mom at home, your friend group mom can be a real stickler, but they don't mean to be. They're the glue that holds everyone together, making sure everybody gets along and is happy. Overall, they want what's best for everybody.
That is my wife.
They say if you think that you're the mom of the group, that you're the one that anyone can come to, just remember that it's okay for people to make mistakes, including yourself. After all, how else can you learn?
100% my wife. Here, if they put Ms. in front of her name, there's 2 ways of people to address my wife. If they just say her name, they're just talking to her. When they put Ms. in front of it, they're about to tell you what she has demanded that they must do.
That's right.
And why it must be executed.
Mm-hmm. I do mom things, but I don't think I'm the mom.
Breastfeed.
Yeah. Like, I'll be the one that plans everything. Like, we have to be here. We're doing this. We're going here at this time. Can we all show up? Will you please go take a shower now?
Right.
You know, we got to be down here at 5. I've already got us an Uber.
You hungry,
like
baby?
that kind of thing. So maybe I am the mom.
Not even his kid. Miles is breastfeeding
Get something to eat before you drink, please.
You tell people that?
Doesn't mean that it happens. Yeah.
Or do you say, hang on, smoke this, you'll feel better?
Yeah.
Pretend I'm your mom.
What am I trying to do? Trying to make you feel better.
The therapist. No matter the time, the therapist friend gives you a shoulder to cry on. This friend is there for you 24/7. They'll listen to all your worries and only offer advice when you ask for it. Basically, you can vent your feelings to them and know that they're safe. They're always looking out for you. The therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like that
To a
changes.
point.
You
You gotta work on yourself, too.
Yeah, 100%. The connector. Building lasting relationship is the connector's job. This friend hates when their other friends fight. They want everybody to be one big happy family. They'll most likely introduce you to other people they know based on common interests or goals. Basically, the connector is always ready to expand the group and knows just about everybody in town.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
But say it feels a little like you, Ted Smith.
Yeah, and I have certain friends I don't mix with certain groups because I know, I like this guy. He's going to say something wild.
They're going to clash.
They're a little more conservative.
We call you the social chemist. These two ingredients cannot get together. It will cause an explosion.
I have recently found out, though, I have a bad habit of saying, you know this guy. I talk about him all. And they're like, I don't know, man. You come in here with a lot of friends.
You bring a lot of people through, man. You have the planner. Again, these are friend group roles. Spontaneity is not the planner's wheelhouse. The planner of the group is all about structure. If you have a trip coming up, chances are that they've already made the itinerary and booked the hotel. They're always on time, organized, and ready with a to-do list.
See, Miles, I would give you that title. As opposed to the mom. Like, you know what you want to do on the trip.
My thing is this. We're going to play golf, and we're going to go eat someplace. So I'll look and check out the restaurants. What do you guys want? Pizza, subs? Where do we go? What, bar food? Because here's like 3 places. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that guy. I don't care.
Go with the flow.
Whatever, man.
We'll do what we're going to do.
I'm just going to have fun. You do what you need to do to make you happy. I know I'll be fine.
You've got the Joker. Laughter is inevitable when a jokester is around. They're the comic relief of the group. They know the perfect joke to break the ice when things get tense, heated, or somber. Their outgoing and fun personality makes them the life of the party, even if it means being the brunt of their own jokes.
I was told that recently about myself. I do not see it that way, but everyone agreed.
Okay.
Like, you just say whatever, but generally it's funny. I'm like, all right.
You got the quick wit for it. Your brain goes to places, and I've told you this over and over again, that I wish I had that speed.
No, you don't. Just goes to weird places, that's all.
The friend group roles, they have the hipster. Cool and different. A hipster isn't like your other friends. The hipster of a group walks to the beat of their own drum. Maybe they shop at small boutiques, only listen to indie music, or prefer black coffee over pumpkin spice lattes. Either way, they push you outside your comfort zone and make your life more exciting.
All right.
Yeah. I have one of those buddies. I mean,
Yeah.
to his credit, he always looks great.
Sure.
But sometimes it's like, man, we're just having fire on the beach. You didn't have to show up looking all GQ'd.
Come on, man. Come on. Dial it back.
And I don't want to go get a cocktail after this. Some slamming beers.
Yeah. This is not a cocktail night. This is a beer night.
Right. I'm going to cut off, dude.
You have the overachiever. Straight A's are an overachiever's best friend. This friend will likely be a CEO in the future. They're always aiming high and pushing you to do the same. With a positive attitude and a ton of motivation, the bar is never too high for this friend.
Yeah, I got a buddy like that.
Yeah? Just keeps on pushing?
Had dinner with him Saturday, man. Super smart guy, though.
All right.
Enjoy his company. We're very different, but that's why we get along.
You've got the flirt. The flirt of the group can't help but wink at everybody. What can they say?
Hey.
They like people, and people like them. Flirting's just in their nature, and it's rare to catch this friend not complimenting somebody. If you end up winning over your crush, they're the one to go to.
Got a friend like that for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We all got the flirt. And sometimes I wonder if it's the flirt or if they kind of have that natural attraction.
I think I don't think their quote unquote flirtiness is intentional. They're just that person.
Yeah.
Like, they have no interest in you as far as that goes. But yeah, they're always flirty all the time to anyone they meet.
Yeah.
Male, female, doesn't matter. That's just how they roll.
I have one buddy that's good looking, and he is not flirting, but he's just good looking. And like, I've had other friends be like, "Is he flirting with my girl?" I'm like, "No, he's just talking to her. He just wants to talk.
He's just existing."
Yeah, that's the way my friend, like, dude, they're not hitting it. They're
Like,
not
chill
interested
out.
in you. Right. This is how they operate.
Friend group roles. You've got the party animal. Wild and
Same
outgoing.
person. Nice.
The party animal is the life of the party. You can't take this friend anywhere without making new friends and having a good time. They're the first to bring the booze or hook up with somebody. They're always down to live it up.
You're also the first that needs to be cut off and leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They get they get everything started.
Everything's gas, no break.
All gas, no brakes with it. The chill one. Life is a total breeze for the chill friend. This friend is as cool as a cucumber when disaster strikes. Nothing seems to faze them. They keep everybody else level-headed with their down-to-earth personality and relaxed attitude.
Yep. For sure.
Yeah.
I'm not that person, but I know the person.
I can be that person, but I don't know if I would classify as that person. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Yeah, I have one of those friends, and I don't know how to explain it. It just does. Don't sweat it; it'll work out. And I'm like, dude, no, like this and this and that. And then I'm like, you son of a bitch. How did it work out for you?
That's right.
Told you, just chill.
We walked right through it, man.
Be cool, man.
It's going to be fine. We got this. The artistic one. The creative friend always has a project that they're working on. This friend has so many hobbies that they even lose track of them. They're constantly staying busy with creative side hustles like painting, writing, reading. If you need something artistic, they've got your back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You've got the fashionable one. The fashionista never fails to set a trend. This friend knows the latest styles like the back of their hand. They won't hesitate to tell you if what you're wearing is hot or not. Basically, they're the one that you turn into when you have nothing to wear.
You look hot. You look not.
Yeah, and it helps too. Sometimes they'll pick out stuff for you, and you look better. And people are like, "Hey, you look so fashionable."
It's like I have nothing to do with that.
Yeah, it's like, damn, that was not me.
Did not pick this
What's in the rack with my buddy?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Friendship group roles, you've got the smart one. The academic friend knows the answers to all of your questions. They either have their nose stuck into a book or are researching something. But one thing's certain, they're the smartest person that you know. You've got a problem to solve, you know that they'll have the answer. Yeah, absolutely. You've got the hothead. Opinionated friends can sometimes be hot-headed. They don't mean to be angry, they just have a lot of pent-up rage.
They just are.
This friend is most likely going to get you going to get into or pick a fight. They have a lot of opinions, and sometimes they don't know when to let things go. Their strong will is admirable, and you know what? That if you're ever in trouble, they're right here with you.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, and they die on weird hills.
They do. They do.
I'm just like, come on.
It ain't that serious, man.
It's like, right, but you're dug in, so I'm going to stop this conversation because you're not going to let it go.
And then we're going to leave you with this last of the friendship group role. You've got the absolute mess.
Nice.
The mess of the group never has anything together. No matter how hard this friend tries, things never turn out the way that they expect. The universe is truly against them. They're usually late, disorganized, their chaotic personality leads them down messy rabbit holes.
ADHD.
But at least it makes for an interesting story.
Yeah.
Absolutely. ADHD. There you go. A family from South Carolina is suing an airline after they left an iPad behind.
Wonder why.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you all about it at 5:50.
I guess our headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, we made it to drinking time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drinking time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast the emergency response teams in Rostock, Germany. On Sunday evening, a dog walker at a demolition site made the very unsettling discovery of a dead human body in a blue plastic bag. Uh-oh. Naturally, they reached out to authorities, and homicide investigators, police drones, and fire engines were on the scene for 5 hours before they actually discovered the remains and immediately identified the body as Love Buddy, a lifelike female sex doll.
Oh, no.
It had been set on fire and stuffed inside of an IKEA bag. But if you see the picture of this thing, it really does look like a dead body. My favorite part of the story is when they all went out there to investigate this thing, one of the people they called was obviously the funeral home. So when the cops realized that it was simply Love Buddy, and who's the guy that admits, oh, that's Love Buddy? Because you know they'll give him a look. They looked at the funeral director and said, you know what, can you do us a favor and take this thing back to the police station for evidence? And they're like, yeah, okay. All right, but listen, I saw the picture. I would have thought it was a dead body as well. But nope, it's a sex doll at a demolition site in an IKEA bag.
Yeah, I wonder what made somebody go, I got to burn this and throw it away.
I wondered about that, and I'm like, I wonder if they're worried, I don't know, they're going to swab it for DNA or something. I don't know why you'd
that's like
light
getting
it up
rid of
for.
a real body, and it's like, dude,
That's what I mean.
It's a doll.
That's why the dog walker was like, oh my God, man. You know, they don't want to get super close. But like I said, the picture I saw, I'm like, yeah, I would think that's a corpse too. But it was Love Buddy, who, well, rest in peace. Love Buddy. So we pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy.
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola bichola. All right, it's going to get Tess on the line now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd and Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's one for you, one for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd and Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd and Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
If you're still waiting for a sign, here's another one. At California Psychics, we reject 98% of the psychics who apply to work for us. So we only connect you with the best. That's how we can guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. And right now, new customers receive 20 minutes for just $20. If that's not a sign, I don't know what is. Dramatic sound effect incoming. Experience the joy of certainty at CaliforniaPsychics.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Thrillhill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
Oh, I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola! All right, Justin, you understand how this here game is played?
Sure do, Thrill.
Fantastic, my man. Today you have your choice of one of 3 stories. Of course, we offer you the wonderful world of drugs. Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally today, License to Spill, where you guess the substance responsible for creating the mess.
Let's go Mike's choice.
Ooh. In case you're worried, that cat was absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. All right, a tractor trailer hauling a load overturned in New York's Columbia County, resulting in what local sheriff's office described as, quote, a significant spill. Columbia County Sheriff Donald J. Kraft, he said that investigators are probing the cause of the single vehicle crash. Quote, the tractor trailer, which was hauling cargo, overturned on its side, resulting in said significant spill. Now, the cleanup operation involved New York State Police, the Columbia County Hazmat Team, a Department of Environmental Conservation Response Team, and the Mellonville and Ghent Fire Companies. Now, the truck's driver was taken to a medical center for evaluation. No word on the driver's condition. Now, the question is, what was the truck hauling? Was it diesel? Was it beehives? Was it toothpaste? Or was it milk? So diesel, beehives, toothpaste, or milk. What was the truck hauling?
I wanted to say diesel just because of the fire response, but what do you guys think?
Justin, I'm going to go beehives. Sounds terrible.
That does.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of leaning diesel also because the hazmat team was there.
Yep.
But that also seems like an obvious choice.
But it could be beehives.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Because you got to wear those white suits, which looks like bee suits to me.
I don't know why, but I'm going with toothpaste.
Toothpaste. Okay. Justin, what do you think?
funny enough, Ted, that was my second go, but I'll stick with diesel, and what's up one of us?
What was this truck hauling? Diesel, beehives, toothpaste, or milk? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
Categories licensed to spill on profile. This got 18-wheeler up in New York State. They're trying to figure out why it turned over.
Correct.
Either way, the hazmat people had to come. So the question is, what was this 18-wheeler hauling? Was it diesel fuel, beehives, toothpaste, or milk?
And Justin, that is the very question that we posed to you. Let us start with V-Ted Smith. You went toothpaste.
Toothpaste.
It was not toothpaste. Miles Montgomery, you went beehives.
I did.
It was not beehives. And Justin, you came in with diesel. Let's face it, hazmat had to show up.
What?
It was freaking milk. I don't know why you needed hazmat for milk. They did not explain that, but yeah, hazmat showed up.
Soy milk.
Because maybe it was spoiled. I mean, who knows? But either way, yeah, milk.
Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
All right, your choices today. You got the Jimmys,
Fallon and Kimmel,
Colbert,
Steven,
Seth Meyers, or Ted Smith.
Is it Ted or is it late night?
It is right there. The title. These guys have teams of towns writers help them come up with their monologues each and every night. It is up to you to determine, is this an actual late night joke and from whom, or could it be a The Ted Smith original?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch has introduced a new bacon-flavored cereal in an attempt to raise your sugar levels and cholesterol in one shot. It's basically the opposite of a shot of Ozempic.
Fallon.
Smith.
A bacon-flavored cereal.
Well, they had so much success with the Cinnamon Toast Bacon that they've added bacon flavor to the Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
I don't know, man.
Did you ever get any of that?
I did not, man. A lot of people told me about it. I never did.
Everybody that had it swore it was good.
Did you try it?
I didn't.
Okay.
But I saw there were some food creators that were like, I really don't want to try this. Oh my God, it's delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Coors Light announced a partnership with deodorant brand Duradry. Now the only thing that will stink is your choice of beer.
Foul.
Yeah. Seth Meyers.
Coors Light announced a partnership with the deodorant brand Duradry. Now the only thing that'll stink is your taste in beer.
Damn. Catching strays.
I like Coors Light.
Yeah. The massive heat wave continues across the country. More than 200 million Americans are getting slammed by scorching hot temperatures. Amazon already has a new TV series, The Summer I Turned Sweaty. Fallon.
Colbert.
Fallon.
Massive heat wave is across the country, continuing. More than 200 million Americans getting slammed by scorching hot temperatures. Yep, Amazon already has a new TV series, The Summer I Turned Sweaty.
Russia over the weekend began offering flights between Moscow and North Korea. So good news for anyone that needs a vacation but can't stand the crowds in Libya.
Seth. Yeah.
That's Seth.
Russia over the weekend began offering flights between Moscow and Pyongyang, North Korea. So good news for anyone who needs a vacation but can't stand the crowds in Libya.
I don't think this will shock anybody. Happy Gilmore 2 set a new record for Netflix.
Yeah.
Had the biggest U.S. opening weekend ever for a Netflix original movie.
Damn.
46.7 million views over 3 days.
And
now,
my son is responsible for 12 million of those.
Has he watched it more than once?
Yes.
Does that mean he likes it?
Yes.
Good. Because I've heard mixed reviews. So
Sure.
Who knows?
I'm with you. If you're wondering how it's being received by fans, it currently has a 70% rating on Rotten Tomatoes, 61 with critics. Also, it boosted the numbers of the original Happy Gilmore, which made it to number 3, and Netflix top 10 global list with 11.4 million viewers. I forget who said it. I saw somebody the other day that was like a little bit was younger, and they were like, "Look, I never saw the original, so I watched both," and they were like, "The second one's better."
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's all a matter of perspective. My son's young, had not seen the first one, so he thinks this is a brilliant film, which means the first one will kind of let him down. Correct. And then vice versa for my wife, who saw it, she's like, it's fine, but it's not the original. I think it just depends. Whichever one you see first is going to be the one that sticks with you.
Yeah. I think, too, like, some of the movies I love to quote, I don't know that I went back and watched a ton of Happy Gilmore over.
Right.
Where, like, I'll really date myself. Like, I'll still watch Caddyshack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? I'll still watch Back to School. Like, some of those movies, like Classic Vacation or Christmas Vacation, but, like, I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch Happy Gilmore and be like, do I like this movie as much as my brain says I do?
I think your son would like the original Coming to America. And the new one.
Yeah.
And same with The Naked Gun. Because I think that kind of a humor is kind of more, like you're not expecting, it's slapstick.
Correct.
So I think you could go back and watch the old Naked Gun, get some great laughs, watch the new one, and go, both of these are great flicks.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I still think one of the funniest movies, and I think I would rewatch it, was There's Something About Mary.
Yeah,
like, I remember when that came out, it was like we had to go to the theaters and see it, right? And also, like we talk about, that kind of sucks for kids now, like the anticipation. I mean, I remember Bernie, right? Like, and if you've never seen the movie, right, when he's first a teenager and he's going to pick her up, like, the black dude from Night Court is just not who you expect the dad to be.
Yeah, I know, which makes it funny.
I remember Bernie being like, Teddy, you just got to see when he opens the door. And I mean, the whole theater lost it. It was just like, oh, man.
Yeah.
So, like, that kind of stuff is, like, a little different now as you know, everybody sees everything and you know all about it.
Let's find. I read a review of the new Naked Gun movie.
All right.
And very positive. They said, man, it is about time. And granted, it's all subjective. That we got back to just absolutely stupid, zany humor. There is no deep message. There's no, because they said, look, we went through the bro comedies with like Seth Rogen and all that thing. It's all about smoke. And they said, they're fine, but they go, very few people have the ability to be this absolutely stupid, not take themselves seriously at all, but do it as a work of art. And that's what the guy was saying.
Right, because the bro comedy, look, and I'm part of that culture too, right? It's all going to be about smoking weed and hooking up with chicks.
Yeah.
So it does cut off, like, part of the audience.
And he said, look, there's nothing wrong with that, but that was the only kind of comedy coming out for a while. Where he goes, like, Naked Gun, he goes, you can put it out at any time because it's so ridiculously stupid.
Naked Gun would give me to go to the theaters.
Yeah.
Only in theaters August 1st. So I was wondering, is that one we can watch on Netflix too? But I guess not.
Yeah, go see it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, after going and see that F1 movie, I'm back on the theater kick.
Naked Gun in IMAX.
Probably pretty cool. Mike, did you ever see any of the original Naked Guns?
No, I want to.
All right.
You should. Again,
I mean, the
it
most
is so
alarming
stupid.
part is just how funny and likable O.J. Simpson is. I swear to God. That'll be the only part that, but like,
I did say that they make a reference to him in the new one.
Oh, of course.
all right.
Oh, yeah.
It's very dated, but like the jokes aren't super dated because the original Naked
They're
Gun
so
is just
dumb.
so dumb.
Right, there's no like time reference to it. It's just idiotic top to bottom.
Right. That's what I always thoroughly enjoyed about like Trailer Park Boys. And that's a show I can watch over and over because they're just so dumb that's like, well, they couldn't exist in a real world.
Yeah.
Like none of this would exist.
But even I mean, like old Abbott and Costello, right? It's in black and white, but there's no political references. It's just stupid. Three Stooges, just stupid. So you can laugh at it any time. They're not trying to make a point.
Yeah.
We have nothing to tell you. We're idiots.
I
But
think
we
tonight's
do
my
it.
Happy Gilmore night. I went there last night. I was going to put it on. I was
Well, that
like, ooh,
sounds
I still have
dirty.
like 3 more episodes of Quarterback to watch.
All right.
So I just plowed through those, which was great. I want to finish this thing. Tonight, it's going to be Happy Gilmore.
All right. So last night, I think it was about a week ago, I sat here and told you about a new murder mystery I was watching called Untamed.
Yes. That's the Yellowstone.
I think I was dead wrong. It's Yosemite.
Yosemite, okay.
One of the giant state parks.
No, I'm not going to watch it.
Because it's got El Capitan, which obviously everybody knows is in Yosemite.
Yeah, of course.
So I was all fired up about it. And I was like, it's a murder mystery, right? It's like he doesn't play by his own rules, this and that. I'm here to tell you, I'm not a murder mystery fan. It got so sad and dark. It's unbelievable. Like I finished it off last night, and I just sat there for a while and was like, I got to watch something funny to get me out of this funk. So I was telling somebody earlier, like, imagine watching Sherlock Holmes, and then you find out Sherlock Holmes is got bad mental problems.
Right.
He hates himself. And then Watson is a woman who's getting beat on by her alcoholic husband.
Okay,
I mean, it
that's
was
very
awful.
uplifting.
Yeah, and I don't understand.
So watch it or no?
If you like murder mysteries,
What's the sell?
I guess I'm underselling. I'm not selling it now. I guess I just didn't realize when I locked into this murder mystery.
Yeah, they're going to get you.
How much worse it was going to get, right? And I watch real life stuff, and I go, "That's horrible."
Did it make you almost cry?
Not almost. Yeah, I don't know if it just.
I was wondering if
It's
his
not
wife should
that.
watch it.
It's just depressing.
Yeah, and it's like it's tugging on all these different emotional strings. And I didn't want to go to sleep because I knew I'd have weird dreams, which I did. And it's just, I
had a dream that my son braided my hair last night. One, he can't braid, and two, I don't have hair.
That would be awesome.
But I was excited because in the dream,
Did you wake up and go like this?
well, I had super long hair, and I can't remember where we were going, but like he had braided my hair, which is already weird enough. We had to go somewhere, and I remember he handed me one of his headbands to pull my hair back. And I saw myself in the mirror, and in a dream, I'm like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Then I woke up like, what the F was that?
Yeah.
I wasted my time on that dream.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, look, if you like murder mysteries, I get it. But I'm just one of those people, like, I don't know why I would watch a fictional one now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I've dated girls that are all about the murder mysteries and stuff, and it's almost like the real life stuff is horrible because it's real life, but it's like, I don't know. It just seemed like they made the characters, it was too much, right? Like, what? I don't know why we have to make it this much sadder and that guy that much more pathetic. Jesse Tyler Ferguson, we all know him from Modern Family.
Yep.
Did you know he's a reformed criminal?
I did not know this, no.
Yeah. Porn thief.
Oh, no. What?
Yeah. When he was 14 or 15, said he got caught stealing a porn magazine from a store.
My God.
He says, quote, I just felt like at that time in my life, you weren't giving me a lot of choices. There was not a lot available to explore my sexuality, so I had to do what I needed to do. He said, I do feel bad about it, but I want everyone to be clear before I go into heaven that I didn't want to be a criminal.
I get it, man. I stole porn magazines all the time.
First porn I ever discovered in my house was my mom's Playgirl.
Oh, really?
I was like, whoa, Mom. Look at that. What are you doing?
It's like, you know what I'm doing, son.
Yeah. Look at all that hair. I meant just talking about chest hair.
Yeah.
I just like that he was saying, like, can you imagine being 14 or 15? You're trying to steal this magazine. It's got a censor on it.
Oh,
Right.
he got burnt with that. Right, that because everyone sees it.
Right, so the sensor starts going off as he tries to walk out the door. He's like, I could have died right there. And he said, like, basically, like, they wanted to make an example out of me, so they called the cops on him.
Oh,
the cops showed up. Like, I don't know what's worse, getting being a minor in possession, or being a minor and the cop just being like, porn, huh? Like, what's wrong with you, son? Like, Jesus,
I'd
man.
rather be in possession because, like, hey, man, there's something wrong with you. It's not embarrassing. It's just like, you're a bad kid. The porn, it's just humiliating.
It's humiliating.
You know, cop pulls me over. I got, I don't know, some illegal narcotic on me. It's like, all right. Cop busts me masturbating in a parking lot of Walmart. Like, somehow it just feels worse.
Right, I'm 44. I talked to a buddy last night, and the first thing he said, he goes, what are you doing? I said, I'm sitting on my couch. He goes, what are your pants around your ankles? I was like, yes. Even though everybody knows you do it, it would be embarrassing if he called her. It's like, I'm right in the middle of it.
I'm not going to answer the phone if that's what I'm doing.
Correct.
Or maybe I will. Depends who's calling.
It's like that flashback years ago. I surprised my dad, and he answered the door, and I just went, why are you sweating?
Oh, God.
Miles,
because we don't want to be involved.
Right.
Why are you sweating?
We understand that those things happen. We don't want to be involved.
It's private time.
It is.
Yes.
Right? We don't want anybody else involved in what we got going on.
No.
Unless you're those people on that plane, in which case you don't care that anybody sees
Hey, bro, let me call you back, man. I'm in the middle of a private session.
Yeah, I got headphones in.
I'm tutoring.
Well, as you mentioned the new Naked Gun, Stephen Colbert tonight. I'll have Liam Neeson, who's the
Okay.
star of it.
Nice. Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. Headlines coming up next. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real
All right,
world.
here we go. A woman opens the door to let her dogs out, then something attacks her face. Meanwhile, a man steals a child's iPad, then videos his private place. Baltimore Orioles pitcher gets traded across the field. A shelter dog proves that no kennel, he can be sealed. And a man almost falls off a cruise ship trying to get his sunglasses. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
At our top story, we go to the court system where a family from South Carolina is suing their airline of choice for their most recent vacation. We covered this earlier today. The story goes that they had taken a flight from Charleston to New York to embark on a family vacation, and, as kids are known to do from time to time, their child left behind their iPad when they got off the plane. They quickly emailed the airline about the missing item and were reassured that they would be on the lookout for it. But things got a little weird when the mother got a notification that something was being uploaded to their cloud storage. She checked out... Sorry,
Thank God the kid did not see this.
This isn't funny. She checked out what exactly it was and was greeted by a video of a man in the airline's uniform, complete with a nameplate. And he was flogging the dolphin, man. He's just
He
kidnapped
finds
her.
the iPad that films himself going to town.
In his work uniform.
Right.
And just went ahead and just said, send that to the cloud.
Yeah.
Wait, I don't think he knew it was going to the cloud.
Yeah.
Right.
He's keeping it for personal use, making a video, but they have cloud storage. So it gets sent to the cloud.
So on my iPhone, I take a picture.
Yeah. It goes up there.
Goes straight up.
Exactly. That's exactly what
And
happened
he's
here.
wearing his... But Delta's like, oh, he doesn't work for us. It's like, he's wearing a Delta uniform and lanyard.
This has led to more issues with the airline and eventual lawsuit. The airline, as he said, is doing their best to keep their hands clean of the situation, saying that he was an employee of a third-party company.
Everything's
He's a third-party vendor.
It just says Delta.
We just give him the shirt.
The uniform, the lanyard, and the name tag. But he doesn't work for us.
Also, side note, like, why is that your first move?
I know.
This was it had like a Peppa Pig doggone case on it.
I know. Everything about yeah.
Like, why is that your move? Like, oh, here's my opportunity.
Cool.
Also, you work on the airline. It's obvious somebody left it.
Right.
Like, I
somebody's gonna find it.
Like, I don't know that I film myself doing that, period.
Yeah.
Much less on somebody's phone that I was just like, oh, I got to get a quick video of this.
Hey, man, you're going to want to see this. I got the perfect angle.
And he must have, the only thing I could fathom is he's going to send it to himself. But, like, if you have your phone, just film it on that.
Right.
Why would you send it to yourself?
Yeah,
Just
look
send
at
it out
me.
to the potential ladies.
Look
that
at
you're
me.
But he did it in his
shock
Delta
with that.
uniform.
He
I
did.
know.
With his name tag.
Yeah.
Well, some people have flight attendant fantasies.
So,
I guess.
like, you couldn't make it any easier to be identified.
That's right. Yeah,
It's
it
your
has name tag.
uniform with your name tag on it at the airport where it was left.
But he had just cleaned up the plane, so he was looking kind of buff, and it was the right lighting for it.
I guess so, man.
Criminy. In other news, a passenger aboard a Royal Caribbean cruise is lucky to walk away unscathed after he was caught on video by the pool. The statement from the company is that the man was attempting to retrieve his sunglasses that he had dropped over the ledge while in the infinity pool. It's a weird setup of how this works. It's one of those where the pool's at the back of this particular deck. It's got glass that's in front of it, which makes it the infinity pool because it just kind of supposedly goes out there. He dropped his glasses over that glass ledge, and he's reaching over there, okay? So that's when the video starts. The video captures the moment that the man slaps his behind for all onlookers before using his arm strength to lift his legs out of the water. And that's when his body weight carried him up and over the rest of the way over the barrier, where he fell into the safety barrier below.
That's why they have the safety barrier.
That's right. Crews immediately arrived on the scene to check after the men, who luckily sustained no injuries. They uploaded the video and issued a statement following the incident. And like I said, that's why they have that safety barrier. Whenever you look at that thing, it's like, who's stupid enough to... This guy.
That guy. Yeah.
Oh, he was trying to retrieve his sunglasses. Not from what I saw. Either
really?
he had his sunglasses. Like, this doesn't look like he was just reaching extra far. Like, this guy was showing off at this point. Or he
okay.
was just being an idiot.
Right.
That'll be my opinion. My apologies if that's not the case. But that's what it looked like. Guy looked like an idiot.
Not saying you're an idiot. I'm saying you look like
Saying you look like an idiot. To Massachusetts, where apparently you can't even let your pets outside anymore. A 69-year-old woman let her dog out back when she was attacked by an unusual assailant, a raccoon in her backyard. She said that the animal attacked her unprovoked by repeatedly biting and scratching at her everywhere that it could, including her face and head. She fought off the raccoon as hard as she could, considering that her arm was in a sling from a recent surgery, and was eventually able to get back inside and call for help.
Meanwhile, what did her dogs do?
Right, that's what I'm wondering.
I was reading through that whole story. Like, okay, you let your dogs out.
Boo, boo.
A raccoon attacks you, and the dog's like, boy, that sucks for you.
Stop attacking my mom. Or else. She later heard from a neighbor that they had spotted a raccoon and 4 babies in the neighborhood recently, which made them speculate that she was attempting to get food for her babies and was set off there.
That's what I do when I need food.
That's
Let's go to a restaurant and attack people.
Screw you, man.
Yeah, it works.
Every time.
Yeah. They give you stuff pretty quick. They just get out.
Yeah, right.
I got 3 baby raccoons. I need to feed them.
I need an in and out here, man.
I was like, come on. It's an emergency.
An animal shelter in Kentucky recently shared a video of an escape artist in their care. The video features a hall of the shelter with several doors, each with a potential pet behind it. And that's when we see Chase, the dog in question, as he somehow manages to climb to the top of his kennel door. I don't know how he did this, because it's not like you can see him clearly like jump all the way up. It looks like he almost climbed it, but it's like that means that there's something up there that he got onto.
The Mission Impossible music they put with the video really makes it worth it.
It really does. It really does.
Because they got him like looking up there like this.
He climbs to the top of the kennel door, up and over the top of it, and drops down onto the ground, which, side note, that would hurt most anybody. This has to be a puppy. Let's see here. He then proceeds to check out the surrounding hall and even stopped by his kennel neighbors to catch up. They posted the video to their socials, asking anybody interested to ask for him by name, as he's now been moved to his own room because he's learned to escape the kennel.
Have you ever seen, it's a video, it just cracks me up. This guy, he's very proud. He has just finished installing his 8-foot-tall wooden fence.
Okay.
And his point to the camera, he's saying, I'm tired of my dog jumping over the fence. She can clear 6 feet, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, here's my 8-foot fence. That'll keep her in. Then his wife opens the back door. You just see the dog streak by him and immediately just hurl the whole thing.
Yep.
And dude just drops his head like, Jesus Christ.
I had one dog that was an escape artist, but she jumped onto her dog house that we had made and then up and over the fence.
Okay.
My cousin Tom, he had a brown pit bull who loved people.
Okay.
But got out a lot. And he got the cops called on him often.
Because he's a
bull.
loose pit bull.
Well, his pit bull, and I loved her too, man, but she jumped on the neighbor's windshield, started licking it. Oh. Now, I know this dog is friendly, but if you don't know, that is frightening.
You're not getting out of your car.
They didn't. They called the cops.
Come on out here, buddy.
She's just, hey.
I want to be your friend.
Like, come on, Dakota, calm down. Like, just...
But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth,
thankfully, there's good news.
we go to Oklahoma for a first-time rescue. A local woman tells the media the story of walking to one of the windows into her house to have a look outside before claiming to her husband, Gordon, there's a cow in the yard.
Oh.
They watched the animal roam about the yard before getting itself stuck in a perilous situation by falling into the couple's 4-feet-deep pool. Emergency crews were called and were perplexed on how to exactly go about getting the animal out. Eventually, they made do with chains and a truck winch to get
well, that'll work.
And the cow jumped into the pool.
Hey, diddle. Right. Side note, that was a nasty damn pool. I don't know if you guys saw the picture of that. That was a gross pool.
Maybe that's why the cow was there. Like, come on, man, you're better than this.
Ooh, it's a mud bug. I'm in. Men's Room Sports, as we get closer to the trade deadline for the MLB, an interesting thing happened recently. A game between the Orioles and the Blue Jays had to be made up by way of a doubleheader yesterday. But the roster looked a little different for the second game as Seranthony Dominguez was traded from Baltimore to Toronto between those games, making him a part of an exclusive club of players that have played for 2 opposing teams on the same
I wonder
day.
if he was like a middle reliever and
Right.
technically had more pitches left and could have gone back in.
Yeah, right.
Like, you see
You know what
guys
I'm
get traded during games.
Yep.
Like, I've seen that. But it does seem very odd that he played in the second game for the other team.
Right.
When do you think they let the player know?
Gotta be after the game.
Does he suit up? Does he have a jersey with his name on it?
Well,
Like,
he
do all
played.
these things happen?
He played.
He played. Does his jersey have a name on it?
Right. He might
I
just
don't
have a
know.
number out there.
That's what I'm saying. They got a guy
says
back,
Bat Boy on the
get a
back.
guy back there sewing real quick. So they had to know.
Meanwhile, the Mariners fell pretty hard against the Athletics last night for Game 2 in the series, which leads to the rubber match that'll take place later on tonight over en route. As far as your weather, we're in the heat, boys. We've got a partly cloudy skies tonight, expected to bring the temperatures down to about 60 before we warm it back up into tomorrow for an 81-degree partly cloudy day. So get the sunscreen. That'll be it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawkins out.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time for the return of Big Dummy. And the head chef is back with Ted's Meat and Potatoes. Lovely Jolene's coming up next.
Yes, indeed, it's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. So until tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Fly Condor Airlines nonstop to Frankfurt and connect effortlessly to most European destinations. Relax and start your vacation in comfort. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today and book your next adventure.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.